So Hazel, 200 weeks of podcasting, man. How's it feel?
Wow, man. There aren't any words that can describe like doing something for 200 weeks.
The longest I've ever done anything, I think. I don't know.
Besides working.
Well, working and being married and having kids, I guess, right? Yeah.
200 weeks of like trying for kids or?
Oh, no.
I'd give you a high five for that.
I never had any problem with that. I was good to go there. But no, I mean, dude, did you ever think this would ever happen? We'd ever make it to 200? I thought we had the 150 curse. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a thing for sure. I think the 150 curse was like a legit thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think kind of what broke that 150 curse is actually Bungie, you know?
Yeah.
Because you figure like some of those other podcasts that were out there that, I mean, you know, ended before 200, that, I mean, the game was just a vastly different game than it is now.
That's true. I mean, look at all that's changed with Bungie since 2019 when we started this thing.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I mean, there's a myriad of reasons why people quit this game and like podcasts fail and things like that. But I think that at least with us, I mean, it's made me feel a little more thankful about Bungie and how they've restructured content and how they've, been sending out like just massive amounts of like notes and things like this about like upcoming stuff and keeping us all informed. It's given us like constant content, basically.
I've never seen a developer communicate so often and so well with their community. I mean, it's like they get it, you know? It's not about a product anymore. It's about a community. I mean, I think they've got that, I don't know, magic sauce or something that a lot of games strive for. I mean, look how many games start out. They try to build a community, but they never have a chance. The game falls apart. People lose interest in it, or it never really captures interest. But Bungie they have bucked the trend, man.
Well, I mean, part of that's because, you figure the rough shape this game came out in. I'm talking about D1.
Right.
You know, and then D2, it went through all the, iterations from D1 and everything. And then D2 came out and Curse of Osiris was like the curse of the game. And quite frankly, I just think it's amazing that the game is even still here at this point.
I really was worried. The first year of Destiny 2, that was some tough times, man. I didn't know if the game was going to survive. Even the content creators were just like so down.
They were hedging their bets and
yeah. They were
going like, hey, let's do something else, guys.
Yeah, and think about how many content creators left Destiny and are doing something different. I can think of a handful at least that were big YouTubers or streamers and just moved on to something else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's unreal. And then you figure, just life in general happens too.
Mm-hmm.
People are just like, they have kids. They just, life is more important than this.
Yeah, and think about it too. We started in July of 2019. Which we'll be celebrating 4 years around the corner here pretty soon. That was before the pandemic and all that not good stuff. Yeah, think about it. 3/4 of our podcast has been under a pandemic, which I don't know about you, but podcasts had a hard time during the pandemic because people weren't commuting to work anymore. Yep. So they didn't have that time to listen to podcasts anymore. But somehow we stuck in there, man. A lot of the Owl Sector Alliance, we all stuck in there. And I don't know, just kind of a badge of honor that we made it this far, man.
I guess some advice to anybody wanting to start a podcast is that we weren't looking at numbers. We rarely look at numbers and things like that. So we were just doing it for, like you always say, the love of the game.
Yeah.
We were doing the podcast for us and, whoever was in the Discord and things like that. But mainly we were just doing it for us.
Just look forward to Friday, every Friday talking Destiny, man. That was what it's all about.
Yeah.
I had something on my chest. I wanted to get it off. I had the platform to do it. And I'm sure for you too.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. It was, and that's the thing too that I enjoy about our show is that I want to say that we hold Bungie accountable, but to a degree, it's that we know what we like and we also know what Bungie's capable of. And I think that that's a big thing for us is that, we rely on that where we're like, hey, Bungie can do better than this.
Well, we're probably some of their biggest fans, to be honest. We care so much that we have a podcast solely about this game. And, I don't want to sound like we're all patting ourselves on the back here. That's not why I wanted to talk tonight. But like I said last week, whatever Bungie plans in the future, when Final Shape, and it'll be here before you know it, Final Shape comes and goes, I'm along for the ride, man. I'm curious to see what Bungie does in the future. And don't get me wrong. I've been very critical as of late, in fact, of Bungie, but I just love this studio, what they do in this world they've created. And, I've just never been so connected to something before like this.
Well, it's the sense of community too. I think that's the important thing also, is that while yes, it is, it's fun to be part of something and all that, but it's more that, just the sense of community that we built this Discord. And I don't know. I want to say we built it, but to a degree, I don't think we did build it. I think we more just were here and they were here.
We laid the foundation and people built it up. We have so many people in our community that step it up and go. I mean, they don't have to do the things they do in this community, but they do it because they love doing it.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid.
Unreal to me.
Our mods, they don't get paid. I mean, I'm promising some silver at the end of the year, hopefully, but they can go buy some stuff for themselves. But I mean, they're all volunteers. They do it just because they love the community.
Exactly. And love the community they do. It's just unreal that I think that we're just like here where we are, Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to get too, I know we like to celebrate milestones, but I think I just wanted to just be kind of chill tonight about our 200th episode. Just chill out and, just do what we love to do, But,
exactly.
Well, all right. Before we decide to get this thing going, why don't we state something that maybe our community might not know about us? I know we get questions like this sometimes, and we of course ask our guests all the time. I think we've kind of shared our stories over the years. Something
about me is that I'm lazy. And what I mean by that is not just that I'm like, you can all tell that I put in a lot of effort on this show. The thing is that while yes, I am lazy, I like to do whatever I do to the best of my ability.
Yeah. And I think you do every week, man. I agree.
It's hard to say shit's broken, or for Scarlet, motherfucker, please.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more that, I mean, the amount of effort that I put into this week in and week out is unreal. You and I recently talked about this, and I told you, like, hey, this is my routine that I've been, for getting stuff done and things like this. And you were like floored that I put forth this much effort.
I didn't know. I mean, yeah, I had no idea that you did prep for shows and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I know you plan out your, on your segments and stuff through the show. I didn't know that. So yeah, that was a revelation for me.
Yeah. So it's not just something that people don't know outside of us. It's, something you didn't even know.
I didn't even know. Yeah. Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort and work to look this not prepared.
All right. As a small kid, I was super into sports. I loved baseball and I really wanted to go pro. I wanted to play pro. I was really loved hitting the ball, and I was decent. I was a decent fielder, but I went all the way up into, early college years playing baseball. And there's a certain point in your life where you just got to realize that, am I going to start making money and learning a trade or learning to do something, or am I just going to be a poor athlete? And let's face it, the 1% of the 1% actually make it to where you can actually make a living doing it. But that's something I still have that love today is hitting that baseball. This is something people may not know about me. I can still go in a batting cage and hit an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. And it takes me about 15 minutes to get my timing because I'm used to lobbing softballs at me all day. But, my nephew couldn't believe when I said that, he couldn't believe it. I said, I can still get the bat around on an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. Anything faster than that, and I'm done. But, let's face it, in the major leagues, 85 miles an hour is considered a normal pitch. It's a normal pitch. So anyway, there's something that people may not know about me. And, I was the band geek that played football at the same time. Figure that out. People know that about me though.
I was the football player that played chess. So
I love it. There we go. What do you think, man? You ready to do this? Number 200?
Oh, wow. Yeah. You make it say that. You say it like that, and it just kind of makes me sound and feel old.
It's a big number, isn't it?
It is.
It's intimidating. 200 is an intimidating number. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, 200 episodes. Whew. In the can.
Well, not yet.
Well, 199.
Well, hopefully me and you will make it tonight. We'll get to the end of the show. All right.
Okay, I'm out.
200, I'm out.
I can't do this shit no more.
My contract's up. I'm out. All right, man. Let's do it. Let's roll.
Guardian down.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for spending your day with us. Welcome to episode 200 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. Hey, if you love to play the game Destiny 2, you've come to the right place. We're a couple of old gamer dads that have played Destiny.
Speak for yourself.
I know. We've played Destiny since that day one beta in 2014 when this game first came out. We're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We discuss key topics and news within the game and community so you can be in the loop. And we not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a podcast that gives more of a voice to the stories of our Destiny community members out there. And in this game, as Bungie's found out, that's what it's all about. We're the show that asks, changes are coming. Am I right?
Is that?
That's all I could think of, man. Sorry. I'm your host, Todd the Gatr, and my co-host for the 198th week is my friend, Hazel and T. How you doing, man? I say 198 because you missed 2. Not that I'm counting.
Yeah, I think I missed 3 actually.
Well, I'll give you that one. That's a mulligan. I think you were definitely ill one week. So yeah.
Yeah. It was kid and.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Whatnot.
Yeah. So how you been, man? How's your week been?
Oh man, it's been good. It's been good. So your boy was off on Thursday.
Okay.
And he was volunteering at his kid's school. Yeah, I did field day. I was running an event where basically you've got kids that want to kill themselves or kill other people. And it was my job to not have that happen. So that was eventful, to say the least.
No pun.
But yeah, I left and I just was done. I wanted to sleep for days.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I've just been there.
Yeah. Yeah. I will not be doing that next year. I'm just going to throw that out there.
We'll see what Mrs. Hazelnut says.
Yeah. She signed me up for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but even she noticed though that it was a little weird to hear like the people like explaining the rules and things like this. They were like, hey, it's not about who wins. It's about having fun. And I was like, says who?
Take his head off, son.
Yeah, exactly. Like there was one parent and he grabbed his kid by the collar of his shirt and goes like, you don't run like that. You run faster than that.
Oh my God.
And I was like, let's go. Like this motherfucker's hardcore.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, there's still those parents out there that, hold their kids to a higher standard than other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was eventful for sure. Pun intended there, but yeah. So, but yeah, besides that, not much else going on. Just kind of waiting for Destiny 3 to come out.
Yeah. Tell me about it. No, I got what you said there.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'm exhausted for a different reason. It's just been work, all hands on deck. It's my hot season right now. Everything's crawling in Florida right now. And so people are on the phone with me all day and even sometimes at night. And, yeah, it's just been all hands on deck. I won't bore everyone with the details, but, it's been a busy week, but I've gotten a little bit of Destiny in between. I'm trying to get that champ title before time runs out. So I'll be doing more of that this weekend, I'm sure. But you know what? This week, Hazel and I are going to take a deep breath and we're going to reflect on our 200th week of podcasting. And you know what? We're just going to have a nice chill show this week and do what we like to do most. And that is talk Destiny 2. So here's what we have on tap this week. Hazel and I are going to share our last week, what we've been doing this last week of this season. Hazel will go over the TWAB for this 12th and final week of Season of Defiance. And we'll also going to discuss the new exotic weapon revamp article. And then Hazel and I will attempt to get caught up. Good luck with that. And answer your questions for the show via either our questions for the show Discord channel or our voicemails, which, by the way, is speakpipe.com/Guardian Downcast. We're playing more of your answers to the question of the month for April that we didn't get to last week. And of course, what would make our show complete than another Scumdeth Corner as well. So let's roll. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on our Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you. Or, you know what? Just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all of our contact information and where else you can find us to play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist. We have it on Spotify and Apple Music. We post these links in our show description every week.
So check us out, and later, Guardian.
Toddles.
That just felt weird.
Why is that weird?
No, I'm just saying that for the...
Yeah, I'll edit that out, don't worry. All right, Hazel, before we get to the TWAB, what have you been doing this week in Destiny, man?
Don't exactly remember last week. But
okay.
I can tell you this. At Reset this week, myself and Bell, decided to honor the bet that the three of us made.
Well, wait a minute. What bet was that?
About you hitting Conqueror.
Oh, did you make a bet against me?
I did.
Oh, so what
everybody seems to forget that. So I think they just are feeling sorry for me and all the bad bets that I make.
Oh, I wonder if they'll forget my bet.
No. I think I think you've got the whole like Hunter United group all excited for this. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I happen to see that you have a couple of Hunter builds you wanted to try out. So look at you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've been getting some feedback from some of the community members. They've been sending me some builds, and I'm like, all right, now I just got to unlock all my strand fragments. I haven't done that yet on my Hunter. Like I said, it's been neglected, but
you don't need to unlock all of them.
Well, as long as I know which ones. But I'm at the beginning.
You only need like 5 of them, maybe 4.
That's 1,000 strand elements I got to collect to unlock those.
How many strand elements do you? I mean,
I don't have that
many. You should already have like a plethora of these things sitting in your.
I don't have a lot of them. I used them all up on my Warlock. I unlocked everything on my Warlock. Everything. I know. Now, hey, hindsight's 2020. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could save them for the other 2 classes. Oh wow.
I knew that.
I don't know.
How many do you have right now?
With the elements? I think I've got, good question. Let's look at them and find out.
Oh shit, I'm capped.
What's the cap?
1,500.
Oh no, I'm not near that. I'm not even close to that.
How many I've been capped?
I have, 627. Yeah, I got some work to do.
So see, look at that. You can get.
That's 3 elements or 3 fragments.
Yeah, perfect. Have you done? You just need to do the seasonal or do the seasonal story, but just the.
No, I did the campaigns on all 3. I did those.
Oh, okay.
I unlocked Strand. I just got to go kill stuff with Strand, the basic Strand to unlock more Strand.
You don't need to do that.
Well, I got to unlock this. That's the only way I can unlock the fragments is those elements.
But you only need like thread of generation, thread of continuity, thread of ascent.
Oh, I'll be calling you up when I'm ready to activate them. I haven't done it yet. I've just been gathering them up.
Yeah. So and thread of mind, I think is one that they give you automatically.
Yeah. That's the funnel one. I got that one already. Yeah. It looks like a vortex.
Oh wait, that's thread of ascent. That's the one about your grenade ability reloads.
Oh,
so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, thread of mind is a good one. So
okay.
So yeah, I mean, you only need 4. Hell,
all right,
I've already got I bought 4 on all my characters.
Well, they're 200 each, so I still need 800 to get that. So I got to do a little grinding still.
You need 200.
Yeah, that's
Just play
too
the
bad.
game. You'll get it. I promise.
Yeah, that's true.
So all that being said, basically I played Gambit.
Oh, that was a bet.
A lot of Gambit this week.
How many games did Bell make you play?
I have no idea. I didn't actually play with Bell.
Oh.
So, but he honored it too. I saw that he was playing as well.
Wait a minute. Bell bet against me too? Let me write that down for future use. Okay.
Yeah, we underestimated the size of Soccer and his bag.
Soccer was definitely a godsend. He helped me get that last one done with that weird element I had to use.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, all that being said, I played a lot of Gambit. I played a Briggs. I played a Grackle. I played with Exori from the clan.
Nice.
I mean, it was fun stuff. And I mean, like I was like cracking up like Briggs and Grackle and probably Exori too. She wasn't on mic, so I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, I was probably cracking everybody up because I was like, I got 15. And then I was like running and banking them and everything else.
No one wants to get held losing 15.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bad feeling.
Yep, exactly. And, you know, they just come through and then you're just like, ah.
Well, is your opinion changed about Gambit? I know you said a few weeks ago that Gambit wasn't really as bad as you thought. Are you still standing by that?
I am still standing by that.
Really?
It's actually pretty damn fun.
Okay.
You know, I think they kind of hit a sweet spot with it. We did get damage gated a few times.
Right.
And it made me laugh because I thought about you. And
I hate that part of the game.
But I mean, but there were some times where we would go ahead and we would have like these long ass damage phases and we would just burn the boss down. So there's probably some mechanic that nobody knows about when it comes to Gambit.
Please tell me if you find out. I need to know.
Damage phases versus shorter ones.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were getting some like insanely long ones and we were just, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just bashing just these bosses and just sending them on their way. It was fun.
Yeah, we, once we got a system down, I just did all the invading and, they were much better at collecting and killing stuff. So, it was fun invading because I could really sway the game. If we were behind, I could really just go get desperate and just start running at people and just doing everything I can to kill them. And, sometimes I get lucky and yeah, it would change the game. It would be just a fraction that we needed to win. It's a good feeling, man. Yeah.
I got an army of 1.
Those are fun too.
And yeah, that was really, really fun. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun to play some Gambit. But I'll say this, it's definitely way more fun to play with people than without.
Yes. Nothing like chasing a guy holding 15 that's still running around killing stuff and doesn't realize that he can't get any more motes. That's where I really get frustrated. And then he gets popped.
Yeah. But I ended up going from whatever rank 1 is to Mythic 3.
Well, you're almost there.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I think I'm going to get there. But Exori asked if I was going to guild it. I was like, what do I need for that? And no, I'm not going to guild this shit.
God, just don't. Gilding I'm sorry. I get the title. I'm happy.
Well, no, I've got 5 out of 6, or I will have 5 out of 6 by the time the end of the season comes. But number 6 is 100 blows with a gambit, or with a glaive.
Ooh,
and I'm like,
that's a lot.
Yeah, no. I think I'm just going to forever just be a non-gilded dredgen.
I've gilded it 3 times. It's just
more the type.
Just adding another number, I don't know. I just lost its flourish for me.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So, that's good you played Gambit. Yeah, hey, thanks for honoring your bet, even though I didn't know about it, but it's all right.
Hey, see, I remembered. So.
Okay.
But I will say this. I got a new yesteryear. Actually, I've only had 2 in the entire time it's been out. And I can't wait for the next scrims.
Oh, adaptive pulse rifle. That's a good one. Yeah, the S-Tier is a good pulse rifle if you get the right rolls. Oh, you got a head seeker roll, didn't you?
No.
Okay.
But it was really funny, though, because I think it was Bell. And he's like, if you got this, don't tell me. I was like, okay, I won't tell you.
I guess he's been doing it. He's been trying to get one.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. And if it has perpetual motion, definitely don't tell me. And I was like, oh, okay, I won't say that either.
Jeez.
So,
Bell.
Yep. I felt bad for him. I was like, if I could trade it to you, I would, because I don't really like it. But
I've got a few in my vault. There's just so many good pulse rifles right now.
Yeah, but I've been playing on the PC more because I've been streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really like, it's going to sound weird, but I really, really like hand cannons.
I need to learn how to use them better.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing I like more than that is a build. And that's the thing that I missed in Gambit before was I never ran with a build in Gambit. I just kind of just let it go.
Really?
I was like, all right, I'm just going to roll in with whatever.
Huh.
But, yeah, if you run in with a build in Gambit, pretty nasty.
Yeah, it just depends on what role, whether you're collecting motes or killing stuff or invading or even being sentry. Depends on what you're doing,
So what I've noticed is that nobody really invades until the end anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. Blew me away. I was like, okay, well, this is weird. So, yeah, pretty much nobody invades until the end. And if you do invade, then it becomes basically like, all hands on deck and everybody, and then it's a free-for-all for the rest of the game.
Right. Yeah, so, I've had games where nobody ever invades. I'm like, okay. They just want to get through the game, I guess. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Until they take it personally, and then they're like bringing it.
Oh yeah, if you piss someone off with a rocket or something, they're out for blood, man. They're usually out trying to chase you down.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
Yep. So what about you?
I've been grinding the Guardian games, man. I'm trying to get that champ title. I've got a little bit of time left. I got the weekend basically. I'm almost there. I just got to bank more medals. I tell you what though, I played the competitive, I guess it's like the higher tier competitive Nightfall Guardian games list. It was Sepix Prime, this week. And we ran probably 4 of them, I want to say. Maybe more. It was kind of like a late night thing. It was just me, Warcry, and Larman. Just good times, man. We haven't gamed together in a while. And I mean, we go back a decade plus gaming together. So Larry was his usual smart ass self and always had some kind of retort for me. And then, of course, Warcry they just know me too well and they just know all the buttons to push, which it's just so much fun, man. I had a really great time. We got a bunch of medals. We got a bunch of contender cards done, which is one thing I still needed to get done. And, we were just annihilating everything. We, of course, had all the builds set up and stuff and just really good fun. That was one night. And then, I've only had a few nights to play this week, but, last night I was just sitting around the Discord. I didn't know whether I wanted to jump in and do anything or not. I was supposed to write show notes. I was supposed to do some show notes and I was like, I can do that tomorrow before the show. And, I really so I think Larry was trying to farm, the artifice armor in the, that one, dungeon.
The Grasp.
Yeah, Grasp of Avarice dungeon. Yeah. And he was looking for someone. And, I said, well, I'll help you out, Larry. I mean, you want to get some armor? I'll jump in and help you out. Well, it ended up right as I was saying that they got their third. So they jumped in and did that. And then Kingsley chimed in and said, well, how about a quick raid? I'm like, You're not good for me, Kingsley. This is very tempting. I said, then I DM'd him. I said, what raid? He goes, I think Sen needs to get the challenge done on the last encounter on Ron. I was like, all right, fine. I'll help him out. I'll run nodes at the end and we'll get it knocked out. So of course it's so fun when, everyone's just slamming through the Ron raid and just getting things done. I didn't do any of the objectives this time until the last one. And it was just nice just to sit back and just chill and just kill enemies and keep stuff off the runners and stuff. And then, We had to get a few different we had to go a few different times in the last encounter because we were trying to figure out exactly what we had to do. And what we had to do is Sen was on dark side. I was on light side on the beacons. And we had to acquire them at the same time and discharge them at the same time. So we finally got a system together and we worked that out. And we worked real well together, actually. Got that done. I think he got 3 titles that night that he's been working on. Damn. And a triumph he needed. He needed the one triumph to get 1 title, I think, for this season. The seasonal triumph. Dreamweaver or something. I don't know, Dream something.
Dream Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got that. So I was happy for him. I know he really likes collecting those triumphs and yeah, just had a good time, man. It was just a really nice, it's been a chill week of Destiny. And this is why I love playing the game. And it's why it's so fun with people too. And that's why I encourage more people in our Discord just to join up on a group. What do you got to lose? You know, if everyone's a dick, then just leave. But I haven't had any experience in having that issue in our community.
Outside of me, but yeah.
Well, I mean, we're all used to you. We just tolerate you. But, you know, in the other Owl Sector Alliance Discords, we're all like really close knit and we all work together well. So it's always a good time. And, yeah, so that's pretty much been my week. It's been a pretty simple week, but very, very chill, very relaxed week, which is just the way I like it. But, you know, get my champ title and then I'll probably take a break on Monday, maybe stream Monday night, maybe some late night stuff. And then Season of the Deep, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I really don't want to know what's going to happen. I just want to find out. Is that about kind of the same way you feel?
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that we podcast on Friday nights because anything that they release over the weekend, I can still ignore.
Exactly. Yeah, and believe me, the Destiny leaks have been flowing on Twitter, and I've just been scrolling through.
Yeah, I haven't even been on Twitter, so I'm just like, okay, there we go.
If it says Season 21 anything, I just like, nope, not looking at that. So, yeah. Well, good deal, man. What do you think? You ready to move on to the TWAB? We got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of changes coming in Season 21, and anything else we want to mention?
1 or 2 changes.
Just a few, right? Just a few.
Yeah, just a few. Nothing crazy.
All right. Then that means it's time for this week at Bungie.
What's up, Guardians? I'm PP Pipe, and you're checking in to Guardian Downcast.
All right, Hazel. 12th and final week of Season of Defiance. What's going on with Bungie this week, man?
Oh boy. Bungie has a lot of stuff going on. So I jokingly said that, you know, Destiny 3 is on the way. But seriously, though, this is basically Destiny 3. I mean, I'm not really prone to hyperbole. Well, I am a little bit, but, you know. But yeah, I mean, they just have so many changes that are happening. This is one thing I asked you before was, you know, would you have waited, you know, 3 months for these changes instead of, you know, what we got?
Yeah, I think I said yes. I think I said yes, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the changes that they're making are just like second to none. I mean, you know, this is a new game and it's all these changes are coming in a season. So it's good times. So starting off here, they have a TLDR of changes that are coming to Season 21. And I'm just going to go through these at a pretty high level. I'm not going to do nothing too crazy with going into these. I will go into the details regarding the latest patch, or not the patch, but the notes about exotic tuning.
Okay.
But here we are. So, economy updates is basically, this is going to be the new hotness for the game. So pretty much everything you're going to be getting is going to be, I'm guessing, 1800, 1810. I don't know. But exotic focusing is going to be the main thing. So what that means is basically you can go ahead, you're going to get exotics from drops now, and then you're going to go ahead and cash in those exotics for either focused or unfocused engrams, or for like exotics. Weapon deep sight activation is going to be opened up on all items. Well, not really all items, but just the ones that have been out there. And then you can make an unmodified item or an undeep sighted item, deep sight, and then you can pull one from it. And you're going to get a total of 6 of these. So 3 from the paid track and 3 from the free track.
Okay.
So, I know we talked about that before, and you mentioned like you were going to use them all on one, and I'm like, I don't really know if that's the best.
Yeah, I think I'm taking your advice. I think I'm going to spread it out. Yeah.
I mean, pick up those ones that are freebies out there where you're like, hey, like I need 1 Judgment of Kelgarath, glaive. And I'm like, done. I'm using that son of a bitch there. Legendary shards are no longer required for crafting.
Good.
So there's that. Then there's abilities tuning. So pretty much all the supers got raised up.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, exactly. Exotic armor tuning. This is, Starfire Protocol got nerfed. Things along those lines.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yep,
exactly. Yeah, I'm just...
No, I'm saying this for people who maybe didn't listen to last week's show.
Yeah. Well, not all last week, but it was like every week there's been something.
There has been, man. 2 twabs.
Yeah. Quality of life improvements, changes to Vanguard bounties where basically, they have recommended things like, hey, if you do it with this on this, you get quicker progression. But if you are a pleb and you just want to do your shit anywhere, then you can do your shit anywhere. That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Finest Matterweave and Rainmakers are basically out of the game now. If you have them in your inventory, you can still cash them in. Hopefully it'll be in stacks of 10 like they were doing before. So
yeah, I think they said it was 3,000 glimmer per Rainmaker. I got a ton of those, man.
Yeah, and then enhancement cores for Finest Matterweave.
Exactly.
So
do not have many of those.
Finest Matterweave?
Yeah, I use them as soon as I get them. Because all you have to do is kill something with a yellow bar and it drops almost automatically. It's kind of dumb how it took 2 steps.
You're funny. No. I don't think I've ever used a Finest Matterweave.
I think I asked you how many you had. You had quite a few.
Yeah, but 409.
Wow.
Nothing crazy.
That's great.
And then 422 Rainmakers.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just don't use the stuff.
You know what?
Let me.
No, I know how many. I know I don't have many Finest Matterweaves, but I'm curious how many Rainmakers I have here. I have
600 before, I think.
Did I say that? I have 574. You were close. I have 4 Finest Matterweaves. I use them.
Yeah.
I use them. All right. Sorry.
Yeah. But how many enhancement cores do you have?
I'm getting up there. I tell you, ever since I've been running GMs, I have 27 enhancement prisms and 9 ascendant shards in my postmaster, and I have another 6 on my Titan slot. Enhancement prisms, but enhancement cores, I've been using them to buy up, where you upgrade modules. You have to pay for that. And I'm fully stacked on those now. So, enhancement cores, I have a max stack of 999 and 141. So about 1,040.
That's a lot.
I use them pretty quick though, but I'm always doing the daily gunsmith bounties to get them back.
Yeah, I don't do gunsmith bounties.
I know.
I should. I am aware of this, but I find that I just get my cores from just deleting stuff.
Yeah. Like all those, masterworked, was it Taraxipus weapons?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I've been swimming in those.
Yep. Do you know how many legendary shards I've retained from basically, like, I'm not, because I've used some of them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know how many legendary shards I have, like, a net right now?
You mean total or just Guardian games?
Just from Guardian games that I've like collected just from this season.
How many?
This Guardian games. 1,000.
1,000? Really? I can't say that. Maybe
I've been
300?
deleting all of them.
Wow.
Like all the Traxxas. Because I got a good one. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, I don't need any others.
I think I've got 3 good ones that are masterwork that have the double, the double perks on each row.
Oh, shit.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm good and I'm just deleting all of this. What I have an issue with, though, since we brought up Guardian games here, why can't I get a masterworked version of the title?
I haven't gotten one of those either, I don't think.
Right? Exactly. That's what I don't understand. I'm like, is it just
maybe it's just a
hitting
throwback
RNG
weapon?
for 3 weeks in a row? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let me look. I'm looking at my vault right now. I'm trying to see if I have a masterworked one. Just to double check. And I do have one. Yeah, I do have one. I got one masterworked one. It's a double tier one. It was probably from getting my platinum rewards for the, the torches. I'm sure it's where I got it. But it has, it's decent roll.
You sure it's from this season or is it from last year?
No, it's got the same emblem as the others. The little Guardian Games emblem on the left. I don't know. I didn't keep any of the titles from last time. That's definitely a new one. It's 1,800. It dropped at 1,800.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got one. That's it though. All the rest are not masterworked.
Yeah. All the others I have are another Traxxas.
Oh, I got tons of those. I just deleted a bunch last night.
Yep. So yeah, I'm up to 9,000.
I tried to tell people to jump into this.
Shards.
Do Guardian games. They throw loot at you like it's just candy. It's amazing. 1,000 shards, man. That's amazing. That's a lot.
Yep. Okay. The Good Boy Protocol.
Okay.
Will be, yeah.
I heard that. I read that. I don't know what that means. What does Good Boy Protocol mean? It's probably something very simple, but when they said that, I was like, what is it? What does that mean?
Nope. Not telling you.
Come on, man. They're going to tell me?
Nope.
Don't make me Google it, man.
Yeah, I'll make you Google it. I'm not going to tell you.
All right, fine.
I can't believe that you don't
way.
know what the Good Boy Protocol is.
Good Boy Protocol. Well, obviously someone's searching for it. Good Boy Protocol. It's probably something I know a long time, but
I wonder
I
if
don't unlock Good Boy Protocol. It's centered around destroying 50 security drones in order to open oh no, I never got that. No,
I didn't get the Good Boy
I never
Protocol?
did the sentry drones. No, I didn't. I ran out of time. So bringing that back. So what's that mean? Wow.
It means the dog's coming back, that we get the pet.
Oh. Wait a minute. Does that mean they're bringing back that mission?
No, that's going to be next season.
All right, fine. All right, so now I know what it is. Okay.
I am appalled.
I know, man. That season, I got, I think, 3 of the different crafted versions of that. But I never did that other stuff.
Y'all, 200 episodes. And that right there was the tipping point.
Hazel's out.
Do you even play this game, bro?
I'm telling you, I play what I want to play, and if it doesn't enthuse me, I don't do it. Yeah, I think I was working on it, and then I turned around and it was the end of the season, so I was like, all right, fine. They weren't bringing the story back.
You can pet a dog.
I know. I remember seeing it in videos. Yeah, I never did that part of the season. He's probably busy playing Crucible or something. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'll walk the halls of shame.
I hope just.
Oh, I'm sure in the feedback channel Monday afternoon, I'm sure I'll hear it.
You better hear it.
I'm sure. I'll get tagged a million times.
Yeah. And certain triumphs are going to boost exotic drop rates for The Last Wish, Deepstone Crypt, Vow of the Disciple, Vault, and King's Fall. And they are retroactive.
So
that's a good thing.
Now they got that challenge, that triumph done with Sin last night.
Yeah, there you go. You're one step closer to getting the
shotgun. Yeah.
What was that? The collective obligation?
I don't know. I've given it to everyone else except myself.
Yep, same. Yeah. Crucible updates. In addition to bringing the classic Meltdown back to PvP, Trials of Osiris is getting a sort of a rework. The Flawless pool is going to be replaced by the new Practice pool and the Challenger pools. It's going to be basically straight up connection based, not card based, not any of that based. Pretty much you could play anybody, from Astacross to whoever.
Me.
Yeah, to Gatr.
That's the other end. That's the end of the spectrum.
Yeah, and me in there too. At the other end of the spectrum, where
you might have a chance to win.
Derp. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. So that's going to be the new Trials experience there. Some of the passages have been adjusted, i.e., the Mercy passage now grants you 2 losses. So you can still go ahead and make it flawless if you have 2 losses. So
that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, and they changed out Elimination to Dominion. So basically it's going to be a capture mode. You can still kill each other and that kind of thing. But it's going to be Dominion for at least the next season.
I'll give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
It's a glaive, though. Ugh.
Hey, it's the first glaive that's been designed for PvP, though.
Okay. I'm sure I'll get one.
Holy shit. I just thought of something.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no, indeed.
Oh, I'll be running my hunter in Trials.
Well, that's good.
Shit. I better practice.
That's good. That'll be good for you.
Okay, we'll see.
But no, what I thought of is the first PvP focused bow, or the first glaive.
Oh, monkey.
And monkey.
Oh.
Shit.
Fuck my life.
Very much so.
Don't tell Princess either. She'll be grabbing it
yeah.
too. She'll figure out how to get one.
She may actually bring her ass into.
She's already been showing off the stupid shotgun every time we play together. She's like, look at my shotgun. I have the, what's it called? The collective what? I can't remember.
Collective obligation. I get that confused with the
pulse rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I will.
I'm sure
I'm happy for
correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm sure. There's no critics out there.
Nah, none. Okay. Then the other thing that they mentioned was about the Season 21 weapon changes preview. So again, y'all, this is like Destiny 3 type shit right here. I mean, anybody has a question about, are they just going to like bin, Destiny 2 at the end of the season and come out with a new game, or at the end of the final shape? No, because they're not putting in all this work just to have this shit just, thrown away at the end of the season, at the end of the, the saga. Mm-hmm. So, come on now. Pull it together. Okay. So, the first part here, weapon reticles. So now the hipfire reticles will display pieces along the lines of, charged shots, and some other things to let you know what's going on with your gun and the perks and things along those lines.
Yeah, this is very nice.
Yeah, this looks really good. Like, did you see the one, what was it? With
Zane Cannon?
Mori?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I
want to say the first curse, but it's not the first.
No, it's the,
No, not Hawkman.
No, that's a good one too, but
I don't use
I only mentioned it in my last podcast. Let's see here. Let me just look up them here. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I don't even have this shit.
You don't have
the Ace of Spades.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, you don't have an Ace of Spades.
Well, no, I don't have it in my vault. Is what I was gonna say.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Ace of Spades. Yeah, derp. So it showed the Ace of Spades, and it showed how many shots had Memento Mori to it. So
you look really good.
Yeah, it does. Charge meters will be showing on the the hipfire as
Fusion
well.
rifles and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Craziness.
Yeah.
Shire's Wrath is coming back to, this is an SMG that was the Plague before Immortal. And, so Shire's Wrath is coming back for Trials this season, this season coming up. And it's going to have an experimental aim down sights reticle. So if you get this, check out the sights, because it's going to be a little funky.
I already have adept versions of that one. I'm going to have to get them again now.
Meh. Okay. And then custom exotic weapon reticles. So a majority of the weapons here will have different reticles and things along those lines to show that, you know, like, for example, Quicksilver Storm, it's going to show the grenade count on hipfire.
Nice.
So that'll let you know, and you can switch on the fly right there, too. So, yeah, good times all around. So that's going to include, like, Hawkmoon, Teraba, Touch of Malice, Trinity Ghoul for Mullet. Vex Mythoclast is going to have a charge meter and a perk counter as well. So, yeah. Oh, Conditional Finality is the shotgun.
The collective obligation is the pulse rifle from Val.
Rifle.
I've got that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got that one, not the other one.
Yeah. Hey, to that person in the car screaming, we figured it out.
We figured it out. We got it. You carry on. Don't wreck the car.
Yeah, we love you. Although for fun, I might still call it, you know,
collective obligation. The shotgun, the collective obligation.
Yeah, exactly.
The one Princess is waving around all the time.
Yep. It's her collective obligation to do that.
Yeah, it is, really.
Yep. Okay. Full auto melee is coming as well. Basically, it's a full auto melee setting that lets you continue melee attacking with your fist, charged melee, sword, glaive, or roaming super by holding down the appropriate input. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll have to test that.
Yeah, I don't care about that because I've got my my charge melee separate from my regular melee.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it just feels... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe glaives, you can just keep going whap, 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 whap. But I don't know. Okay. Here we are. Okay. This is a weird section here. It says weapon archetypes. So with this, the bows, the Tyranny of Heaven, stats have always been weirdly low. And they are touching on those to put them in a better spot.
So they've been misrepresented, I guess, on the UI? Or are they actually low? That sentence is tedious. That's a tedious one to read.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they buffed it anyway.
Yeah, well, it's going to be better. Yeah.
Yeah. Submachine guns. They are getting a nerf. The aggressive frame ones anyway. So, the Immortal is mortal. So, it's still going to be competitive according to Merc. So, that's kind of interesting to see.
But I think they said that the target lock bug is going to be fixed. At least I hope it is.
They already fixed it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's a normal SMG now. They're going to just, gotcha.
It's a normal SMG.
Well, I mean, it's on tier with other ones.
Yeah, but I mean, they fixed that before and the usage of it dropped some, but it was still really good. So
it's a pretty mini machine gun.
Mini machine gun.
Submachine gun. Submachine gun.
Yeah. Mini machine gun, y'all.
I'm thinking of Mida Mini Tool. I don't know why. I was thinking of that.
Well, that is a
submachine gun?
A submachine gun as well.
There we go.
Sniper rifles. Sniper rifles are a very safe option. And we don't want to make them dominant. But there's some room to bring their damage up to improve the feel in PvE. So we already knew about this. Mm-hmm. So they're basically getting an increased PvE damage by 10%. Izanagi's Burden will not receive that buff, and all other sniper rifles will receive the buff.
Straightforward.
Yeah. Scout rifles. The long arm was inadvertently receiving damage bonus versus minors for exotics. So they put that more in line.
Yep.
How about some exotic weapon tuning?
How about it? Heck yeah. I'm excited here, man.
Okay, well, real quick here. So the top section here. What do you think about the reticles and...
Yeah, as far as the FOV...
Full auto melee weapon archetypes.
Yeah, they talked about the FOV, a little bit of more, making it more comparable to lower FOVs. Yeah, I run 105 FOV on everything, so that's going to be a nice to have that back, because it was less prominent in high FOV games. I'm loving the new user interface for, when you're aiming down sights. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see how that is. It's going to be fun. Charge meters. Yeah, that'll be kind of cool. Even though some guns have that little analog charge meter on some of them, but it's nice to have a digital version too. So no, I'm pretty happy with everything here. What I'm seeing. It's all for the better.
Okay.
And you can rotate your weapon around now when you're inspecting it. I like that. That's going to be cool. You can look and see what an ornament looks like, fully. That's pretty cool.
Sure.
Oh, and thumbnails too. Making thumbnails, you'll be able to rotate the weapon wherever you want it. That's going to be cool.
Yep. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, exotic weapon tuning.
Oh, yeah.
Eyes of Tomorrow. That, the exotic that you get from doing Deepstone Crypt that everyone forgot about after they got it. Except for that brief stint in Gambit.
Right.
But killing 4 targets with a missile volley will refund 1 round.
That's huge.
Yeah. Sure.
How easy is it going to be to kill 4 little red bars?
But see, it's not going to be as good as using a submachine, or not submachine gun, but a machine gun. Which would you rather use? This takes up an exotic slot.
That's true.
Or you could use, Thunderlord and go ham there.
They're strong right now.
Retrofit, something like that.
Yeah, like retrofit.
I don't know. I still don't know how valid and viable that's going to be for Eyes of Tomorrow.
You know who will be testing it, though? Good old Astacross.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's not going to do any good, though. That's the thing. It's still shite, in his words. Graviton Lance is getting a buff. They rebalanced the damage per shot. So the body damage went from 9.5 to 19, and the crit damage went from 15.7 to 31.4 for the first shot.
That's going to be huge.
And yeah. And then the second shot was decreased from 35.6 to 25.6, and then 58.7 to 42.3.
It's just a more balanced gun now, because I love using this gun in the Crucible, but if you didn't get that second shot didn't hit the head, it just was worse than any.
Yeah, you were punished.
You were punished. Exactly my point. Yeah. And now that first shot's going to have more punch. I'm curious to see what this does in the Crucible. I'll be definitely testing this out next season. If it's a feel-good pulse rifle already, hell, it feels like a staple gun when you're using it. There's no recoil hardly. It's a lot of fun to use. It just never had any punch on that first shot.
Yeah. Jade Rabbit is a strong PvP scout rifle. And refunding a single ammo just wasn't impressive enough for an exotic. I think you already know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, they added a buff text to show when Fate of All Fools increased body damage is active.
That's good.
And then, quickly hitting 3 crits now refunds 3 shots instead of 1.
That's going to be big.
Squeeze me?
It's very easy to get crits on that rifle.
Mm-hmm. I could almost see that being like a PvE kind of thing.
Oh, it's like a DPS weapon now. Yeah.
Yeah. For a boss that doesn't move.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to test that.
Interesting. Bungie is still trying to make the Manticore a thing.
It's fun. It's unique. I used it in Crucible. It was okay.
Yeah, exactly. And, for some people getting hit in the junk is fun too. But, I don't know. I'd rather not have that happen to me or play with the Manticore personally. But, increase the catalyst damage resistance from tier 3 to tier 4. Increased movement speed during hang time. And then activating the catalyst perk now partially refills the magazine. So they are really trying to, make the Manticore a thing.
The problem I had with this weapon, Hazel, is I get stuck in the air. You couldn't cancel the jump quick enough. You would just hover in the air, and when you wanted to fall, you couldn't fall like when you needed to. I don't understand. Maybe I was missing something, but raising it from tier 3 to tier 4, I don't think it's going to make much difference. You're still going to get shot out of the air, but I'll try it. I got the callus and everything done on it. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Lumina got a slight buff here where they increased the Noble rounds cap from 5 to 6. Yep. Literally. Heart Shadow was not. Oh, good.
I was going to say literally Lumina will be happy to hear that.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, Heart Shadow was not sexy enough. So, the damage increase now activates quicker while invisible after 0.25 seconds instead of 1 second. And Heart Shadow now weakens upon dealing any damage while the damage increase is active.
I'm trying to picture what this weapon looks like. I don't have one.
It's the funky sword from Duality.
Oh, I haven't gotten that yet. That's why. Okay.
Dude, this is...
I know. I have not gotten the sword no, I haven't run Duality enough times to get it. Panda's trying to
run Spire either.
I've run Spire, but Panda's working on me. He's trying to get
once.
Yeah, he's trying to get me to run more dungeons, so we might run one this weekend.
He told me that he was heartbroken when you said that you'd only done Spire once.
Yeah. I moved on to something else in the game. Yeah. I know.
Bounties.
Well, hey, man. I play the game my way I want to play it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and...
Yeah.
It just confuses everybody else, though. But
I know.
Anyway, Worldline Zero's performance. So basically, they are seemingly buffing this and trying to. I mean, because this is one of the things that everybody forgot about. I think too.
They destroyed the sword when they nerfed it. They took it away.
But they did that because Bungie does the ebbs and flows thing. So when it comes to speedrunning,
that's what they did.
They basically were like, no, we're crushing this and we're killing it. Mm-hmm. Because it was during Crown of Sorrow when they did that, when they nerfed it into the ground. And the sprinting heavy attack can now be chained into itself once. And then the sword guard energy cost from each sprinting heavy attack reduced from 100% to 50%. And then the increased damage from an individual sprinting heavy attack by 8.3%. So basically, I think they're leaning into the speedrunning aspect of it.
No, there's the ebb. There's the flow.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yep. We got some speedrunners in our community. They'll let us know.
Yep. Good old Duhas out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ain't forgotten about you, Duhas.
Yep.
We see you, brother.
Yeah, I still remember him teaching me how to skate with that before it got nerfed, and then it got nerfed. And
he was not pleased. I remember.
No, but he's definitely one of the more. Trying to find a nice way to say this. he's not going to let that stop him.
Yeah, he is a diehard speedrunner.
Yep. Anyway, sweet business.
Why couldn't I be playing Titan this season?
Now fires explosive rounds every 20 shots. And fewer shots when fully spun up. Legend of Acreus is still a thing, and they're like, hey, you know what? We need to do something with this. So they increased the total ammo count from 12 to 16 and increased the projectile distance from 9 meters to 12.
Can I share something here?
Sure.
Kato used this last night on Nezzy.
Yeah.
He had the highest damage of anybody using Acreus, and now it's going to get even better. It's going to reach further, and you're going to get more ammo in the clip.
Yeah. Then also it has trench barrels, so if you smack somebody with it first, you just unload.
Have you ever tried to smack Nezzy? I don't know if I can get away with that. Maybe. I guess.
I did one run with swords.
Wow.
Yeah, we were memeing.
Damn.
Tommy's matchbook is all about burning yourself. So, yeah. And then they go on to say, we've updated it to let you burn others as well. So, while overheated, sustained fire scorches your target. Every 5 shots applies 14 plus 7 with the Ember of Ashes fragment scorch stacks.
That's good. We'll see how that works.
Yeah. No time to explain. The little drone buddy. Wouldn't work against barrier champion shields when it had an anti-barrier effect. Can't believe that, can you?
I have no sympathy for that weapon.
Yeah. Well, Bungie does, because they fixed that. So now, the little drone buddy can go ahead and break shields as well. And also, they made the drone work with the Feeding Frenzy perk.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy hell. Yeah. No time to explain, meta.
It's already meta.
Oh, yeah. That's right. In PvP, anyway.
I'm sorry, yes. Clarify.
Skyburner's Oath, Solar 3.0 pass, turned out to be too conservative. So we brought it to be more competitive with other scorching options. Increased scorch stacks from 3 to 5 and 5 to 10 with Ember of Ashes.
I'm sure Monkey will try that.
Yes, and he will drive us up a wall and we will cuss at him.
That we will.
So, Salvation's Grip, another gun that everyone forgot about, is getting a rework to having 2 firing modes. A charge shot creates a pattern of stasis crystals where the number of crystals is no longer dependent on charge time, and an uncharged shot is a normal grenade launcher shot which does more damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets. So you figure you fire one shot, it sends out maybe like a cone or something like that. And then you fire your second shot with it. It's an uncharged shot, and it blows up everything. Fun fact, they use bowling as an inspiration.
Bowling?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to see that in action.
Yeah. Has always been hard to control. And it turns out this is because it was originally set up with auto rifle recoil.
I knew it. I knew that.
That shit was nuts.
It was terrible. It felt like an auto rifle when you fired it in full auto. It was terrible.
Yep. Fighting Lion is basically getting I would say nerf, but it's getting fixed. So it's going to do the intended damage to red bar enemies. Okay. Thunderlord is getting a fix as well, which is a nerf for everybody else, where basically the divinity bubble was basically, it was like the lightning strikes would ping off of the bubble as well, which basically end up doubling the damage.
That's why.
Yep.
Yeah, the catalyst is even worse.
Well, yeah. But that's why the catalyst was so effective, though.
Mm-hmm.
Winter's Bite. Initial version included an exploitable damage bug, which was fixed. The impact damage has been removed and redistributed to the detonation damage. And the self-damage scaling has been tuned to account for the increased damage of detonation. I still need to get that.
I don't have it either. That is from a dungeon, right?
No,
Winter's
it's from
Bite?
doing the it's the Neomuna stuff where you're running around the city and doing all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm working on that. I've almost got to that. I've almost got my last mission done where I can start working on that. So yeah, I'll get that. It looks badass. It looks like a damn trident, man. I love it.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Any thoughts about the weapons?
Oh, I have thoughts. I was biting my tongue. Try not to talk over you too much. I'm just going to call it right now. Bad Juju will be meta in the Crucible next season. This rifle will be so damn accurate. It's already strong, but you taking away this recoil, this thing is going to be a dart. I'm telling you, first thing I'm going to try is this in the Crucible next season. The Bad Juju. I mean, I'm not a fan of its sights. It's got funky sights, but now that the recoil problem has been fixed, this thing, it's the only thing it's been lacking is control. And now it's going to be a dart. I mean, I cannot wait. As long as the pulse rifle meta is not bounced around too much, this thing's going to be badass in the Crucible. See, the other weapons, pretty much, we kind of talked about it already. No time to explain drone, not working against anti-barrier. Well, as we're going to find out later, it's not going to matter because pulse rifle won't have anti-barrier next season, so that's a moot point. Legend of Acreus might be the new DPS weapon again. Because, like I said, Kato was using it last night and his numbers were amazing. So, Graviton Lance, gonna be trying that too in the Crucible to see if that initial bullet damage you actually get rewarded for it. That's all I had to say. That's what I'm excited for weapon change wise next season. What about you?
Right. Oh man. I don't know.
You gonna get your Big Daddy Titan out with that full auto rifle?
War rig.
Mm-hmm.
Actium War rig and the Sweet Business. No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Not until like damage testing comes back.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, none of this really, I mean, the Graviton Lance looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Juju, sure, I guess. But, I mean, I guess Legend of Acreus, I would like to screw around with Tommy's Matchbook.
Yeah.
Put that on with, Loreley, and then just, burn myself, heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. That looks like kind of fun.
Yeah, with a catalyst, it does far less damage, so you definitely can tolerate the burn a lot longer.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, use a, cure grenade too, so that way you can go ahead and get yourself resto ×2. So
Perfect.
Salvation's Grip definitely looks like a fun one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to see how it does in it looks like an ad clear kind of thing.
I'll have to see how this bowling reference works. I'll have to see it in action.
Yeah. Perks. Fragile Focus is fairly potent, but the perk deactivator was very unforgiving. Bonus lasts until shield pops. Return when shield generates to 100%. So, that's kind of an interesting little fix there. I may actually start to use Fragile Focus because of that.
I saved a few weapons. I was about to dismantle. When I heard about this, I was like, nope, it stays in the vault. On a few guns. We'll see.
Yeah, but it's going to be on more weapons next season anyway.
True.
Thresh, Demolitionist, and Pugilist have always granted increased energy on shotgun, fusion rifle, and sniper kills. But guess what?
Oh, God.
Laves missed out on that bonus until now.
Great.
Yay.
Yay.
Reconstruction has been adjusted, so now the base perk is 4 seconds and the enhanced is 3.5 seconds. So, aka that means that's going to be on more weapons.
I love Reconstruction.
Yep.
It's one of my favorite perks.
Yep. I need to get with Scarlet and do some more deep stones so I can...
I need to get craftable versions of that.
Craft the commemoration.
Exactly. Was thinking there. I have one with Reconstruction, but it's not crafted.
Yeah, I've got one with 4th time's a charm and Frenzy, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still pretty valid.
Right.
But Shoot to Loot is this is one that we already knew about, but it's updated to pick up orbs of power when you shoot them. They say currently this only works on direct hits, by the way.
Ugh, no splash damage. Okay.
Okay. Thoughts on perks? Anything crazy?
No, I mean, I kind of talked through it with you. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. I'm good on that.
Now for the fun part.
Oh yeah.
The future. So with this, Bungie is talking about the damage fall off and how Zoom interacts with it. So weapons with that weapon type's standard zoom value, they say here, for SMGs, it's typically a 14 stat or a 1.4x magnification, will be unaffected by this specific change. But weapons with lower than standard zoom values for their archetype will have their damage fall off buffed.
Interesting.
The weapons with higher than standard zoom values will have their damage fall off types reduced, or their damage fall off reduced.
So they're basically just standardizing the weapon, basically. They're taking the outliers away.
Yeah, they're kind of like rebanding things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting to me. Note that this will only apply to damage fall off. To avoid negatively impacting weapon feel, bonus to aim assist, accuracy, all of that stuff will still apply. We will also be making a pass on these on the base damage fall off ranges for several types of weapons to make sure that the weapon types that previously relied on having above standard zoom to be competitive are not left behind.
It's good they're thinking about that, at least.
Yeah, it is. Then they throw out this little nugget. Mm-hmm. There's also a big sword update coming. What?
Mm-hmm. This is
the goal
promising. Damn it, sorry.
With the goal of making guarding substantially more valuable.
That's the one thing I hated about swords. The guard worked for like a split second. I was like, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do here.
There's probably a perk where basically the more you block, the damage that goes to your super.
I'm thinking the more damage you take, the more it adds more guarding time. What do you think? You think that?
No way.
You think it's
cracked?
You think it's going to add to your super or something like
yeah,
kind of like adding to your. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Yeah.
Your idea is like, I'm going to tank, like, raid boss damage. Be like, fuck you, Nezzy.
Sorry, I had to at least throw it out there. Nobody bit. That's fun.
Yeah. In the more distant future, we're working on an update to Sparrows that will allow players to use their favorites instead of always on time without touching always on time itself.
Now, when I read this, does this mean it's not going to, the enemies there'll be a perk on the Sparrow saying the enemies won't be as accurate or aggressive towards you when you're on your Sparrow, or are they talking about the speed of the Sparrow, I wonder? Or both?
No, I'm thinking that they're talking about like you're going to be able to craft your own Sparrow or something.
Oh, okay. That's distant future though.
Yeah, in the more distant future, yeah. or you can pull a perk from it or something like that. So, I don't know. So yeah, so that's everything with the weapon tuning. And then everything up to that point. Bungie also gave us 3 videos of the new aspects that are going to be out there. So, what do you think about these aspects here?
I like the threaded specter. I thought it'd be a joke, but then when I saw the video, this looks pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty powerful. I thought it'd be just kind of like they shoot at it and it just sits there and just baits them while you shoot them with your gun. But no, it actually is an offensive decoy. So I like it. The Titan one, Flechette Storm. That looks overpowered.
Shut up.
I mean, looks pretty good to me. We'll have to see.
Underpowered.
We'll have to see. Yeah, it may need to do a buff next season. We'll have to just see how it feels.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And the Warlock.
Did you hear though?
What?
Real quick though, regarding Flechette Storm.
Uh-huh.
So the 2 Bungie devs, Merc and I forget the other guy. They were on firing range.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
And they said that, you know how they're buffing all of the aspects to have 2 fragments?
Right.
They said Flechette Storm is probably going to be so cracked that they're only going to give it 1 fragment slot.
Rightly. I mean, I don't understand why. I'm playing along. I don't understand why, Bungie. Why would you not add 2?
There you go.
The Wanderer with the Warlock. Yeah. Okay. It's easy to get a strand. What do you call that? What do they call the ball? Tangle. It's real easy to get those. So now that you throw them at them, they don't explode. Now they'll just suspend them. We needed this for Warlocks. So, cause Titans have, of course, those nice little shields that can suspend, Sakuraji.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. When I saw this, I was like, this is the lamest aspect ever.
Yeah. It didn't look too sexy.
No, it did not.
But at least we have some form of suspend, right? For Warlocks?
Yeah.
Not that I'll know, but
everybody needs that suspend, I feel, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's so much. I'm having so much fun on my Strand Warlock right now. It's just so much fun.
Yep.
I can't take it off. Dude, you know how long it's been since I played a Devoured perk? It's been at least 2 weeks now.
Good.
Ever since I ran the GMs with that new Strand setup, I'm like, I think I'm going to play with this for a while.
Good.
I haven't thrown a Nova Bomb in weeks, man. I don't know. I must be having...
Doesn't it feel good?
I must have a fever or something. Maybe I got some weird going around right now. I don't know, but...
No, it's called actually playing the game. And
it's fun, man.
See?
It's fun. I'm embracing the newness. I like it. Well, Strand burnt me. I mean, Stasis burnt me, man. All that busy work to get that unlocked. That just such a bad taste in my mouth. This is at least easier to unlock, and it's a lot of fun to use.
Yeah.
And it's not overpowered at all, Bungie.
They'll rein it in, I'm sure.
Yo, what up? Native Raider here, and you're listening to Guardian Downcast. Let's get it.
So, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the Threaded Spectre looks not really too offensive, but it looks offensive enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in that interview on Firing Range, they said that the Threaded Spectre will show up on radars.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Hey, you're going to be a hunter.
I know. That's why I'm shutting the hell up right now. Yeah, that's going to be, yeah. Okay, thanks. Cool.
Yep. Flechette Storm looks absolutely amazing. I was on the fence with it at first, but
that's a melee.
Seeing that he hit the button 6 times and did 6
melees
shots, I was like, what?
That's nuts, man. Yeah. Well, Titans get the Mr. Krabs super, so now they're feeling bad about it, so.
Yeah, now they get that's like one of the highest damage supers in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It's going to be good.
And yeah, so they needed something with range. So there we go. I'll take it. The refundable artifact is almost here. Okay, and then they go into what the artifact perks are this season. So, first and foremost, the infamous champion mods. Anti-barrier auto rifle, unstoppable hand cannon, overload scout, overload trace rifle, and unstoppable glaive.
Yeah, I won't be using that glaive. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll be using that hand cannon. Crimson.
Yep. So, this is the refundable artifact perks here. So, with the refundable part, I still think that they're doing... I mean, it sounds like they're going to make it so you can refund just the perk, but...
We talked about this last week or a week before. You said once they unlock the column, then we can just flip out, switch out between them once we unlock the column?
But that's how it should be. But here it makes it sound like they're making it so that you can refund...
Just a single
that perk.
Right.
But I just wonder, like, how's that going to work exactly? Like,
it'll just be like an undo button. Hold down square to undo it or unselect.
But the thing is, though, is that what if you do it on like one of your champion mods?
See, this is what I've always hated about the current system. You have to totally reset your whole card, your whole artifact mod, and then you got to remember what you were using. And all I wanted to do was just buy another mod.
Yeah, that's not an issue. I mean, for me, like remembering what I'm using, because honestly, I reset my artifact for everything that I do.
Really?
I mean, it's just sort of become like my way of life.
See, I'm not accustomed to that. I select it and I'm done.
Oh, no way. Man.
Then I find out I have something I need to use instead. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm resetting.
Yeah, no. I reset my artifact for pretty much everything I do.
Really?
I wish that it could be all in dim or all in.
I was just going to say
the
that.
Loadouts.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we're getting one step closer to it, but I don't know if this is going to help with that. So, column 2, the authorized mods. Arc, Void, Strand, and Melee are all going to be significantly discounted.
Too bad, Solar. Stasis.
Yeah, but, everybody gets their time in the sun.
Yep.
And then they also have a Technicolor Siphon, which grants access to the helmet mod for combining of the Strand and Arc mods.
That's
Siphon
good.
Mods.
Yeah, I use that for Void and Strand this season. That's a nice one to have.
Yeah, sure.
Simplifies.
Yeah, it costs 3 though. That's the only thing for me. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Versus what? There'd normally be 2, right? One for
2
each.
2 or 1.
Yeah. Just allows you more slots, I guess, right? Frees up another slot.
Well, an energy, basically.
Right.
Yeah, but you can use Strand and Arc weapons and get the double bonus though.
Right. Yeah, right.
If you're built into it, it's gonna, be more effective for you, but not for me. Column 3. Improved Unraveling. Increases the amount of damage dealt by unraveling a target.
That's going to be fun.
Sure. Deeper Origins greatly improves the benefits provided by Unsated Hunger, Nanotech Tracer Rockets, Harmonic Resonance, and Noble Deeds traits. Unto the Breach. Defeating a Void debuff target creates a Void Breach while your Void subclass is equipped.
Straightforward?
Sure. Electric Armor. Stay amplified longer when your Arc subclass is equipped. Thunderous Retort. Grant bonus Arc super damage if cast while critically wounded or while amplified. Lasts until the end of the super activation.
But it has a condition.
Okay.
You have to be critically wounded.
Yeah.
Or amplified. Yeah, okay.
Yep. And trust me, I'll send you a hunter build.
I'm thinking Arc Blink for Crucible. I need a good Arc.
God help us.
I'm going to have the spinny rod, I think.
Yes, you should. Oh, the spinning rod or no?
Oh, the one where what's super
Gathering
called?
Storm.
Yeah, where you throw that
Storm.
spear and it just lights up everything.
There you go.
Okay.
I forget what boss it was. I was doing a GM or a strike or something like that, and I threw it and I stuck him right in the ass, and he was like walking around with this like pole sticking
Pull
out
up his
ass.
butt.
It was great. Yep. Column 4. Strand Soldier. Your strand weapons gain unraveling rounds whenever you gain woven mail while your strand subclass is equipped. So I know for Titan, you can throw a tangle and then run through it, or shoot a tangle and run through it, and you'll get woven mail for that. So,
yeah, I've been playing around with woven mail a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty substantial.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep. Overcharged Armory. Weapons with the unsated, hunger, nanotech, harmonic resonance, noble deeds traits are always overcharged when when that modifier is active.
Well,
Can I ask a quick question? Does anybody even use origin traits anymore?
I know. I was just going to say something, but I didn't want to be a downer. I've never really equipped these this season because it's conditional, right? It has to be activated for it to work.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, some of them are automatic, like, unsatiated hunger. Your first shot does more damage on a target, right? So that's automatic pretty much. But, the trace rockets, after so many, I think, shots or crits, it throws the nanotracer rocket at them. That's what's on that auto rifle that you got with Lightfall. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I don't really ever pick this stuff because I don't really count on those traits on any of my rifles. I usually have other things that are empowering me better.
Yeah, they're just not sexy.
They're just okay. It's a nice little perk to have, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bonus. It's not something I'm going to spec into.
Yeah, I've never really went, let me get this pulse rifle because it has unsatiated hunger on it. No, I'm not thinking that. It's not very sexy. I mean, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I said.
Yeah,
Right. Protective Breach. Picking up a Void Breach gives you an overshield or refreshes your existing overshield.
That's nice.
So if you notice, you can already see the build forming here.
Mm-hmm.
So defeating a Void debuffed target creates a Void Breach. That's onto the Breach in column 3.
Mm-hmm.
With column 4, Protective Breach. Picking up a Void Breach gives you an overshield and refreshes or refreshes your existing overshield.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wonder if something in column 5 is going to be Void too. Something maybe with an overshield. Let's find out. Countercharge. Gain a stack of armor charge when you stun a champion. That's kind of sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And then amped up. Gain damage resistance while amplified.
Tend to like that.
And then, remember this one. Electric armor. Stay amplified longer while your arc subclass is equipped. So you can stay amplified longer. You gain damage resistance longer, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all the ones in column 4. Column 5. Conductive Cosmic Needle. Targets affected by strand debuffs take increased damage from arc and void abilities.
By strand. Okay. Okay.
So, yeah. It's like, okay, so you debuff somebody.
With strand.
And
so you're counting on
your
teammates
team
to get that because you can't use.
Yeah, you can't use.
Can't use all 3 at once.
Yep.
That's got to be a group effort there.
Yep. Okay, so Shock and Awe. Arc final blows while you are amplified. Summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. So there we go. There's the trifecta right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you get, stay amplified longer, gain damage resistance, Kill shit with your arc final blow. Summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets.
Seems to be a theme going.
Yeah. Then, Supernova. Picking up a Void Breach causes your next source of void damage to create a large weakening pulse.
That's interesting.
So you figure you go with that with the Void debuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you grab a Void Breach. It gives you an Overshield. And then, you can go ahead and, the next kill with a Void weapon creates a large weakening pulse.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that works. Yeah.
Yep. Squad goals. Performing a finisher while you are amplified grants amplified abilities to all allies nearby.
Yeah, these three are big.
Woven Mail is the same thing. So if you perform a finisher while you have Woven Mail, your allies gain Woven Mail.
Yeah.
And while you're running Devour, guess what? Everybody gets Devour.
You get Devour, and you get Devour.
You're the Oprah. They should name this Oprah goals.
Oprah finishers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be great for raids, doing DPS and stuff. It's going to be cool.
Not exactly.
Why not? Well, no, it'd be Devour you'd use for smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. It's more for like staying alive, that kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
Lightning strikes twice. After throwing an arc grenade, gain increased grenade recharge for a short time. Arc final blows extend the duration of this benefit.
That's going to be big too.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten to throw storm grenades and
start getting more energy back, right? Have another one ready to go. Yep.
So, what do you think about the artifact?
Like we talked about at the beginning, I'm curious what the refund thing is going to be. They haven't really explained it thoroughly. Be nice if you could just click between them, just select them. But I have a feeling we're going to have to like deactivate one and then then reactivate another one. Kind of like a long press or something. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, a lot of this is exciting. I'm curious to see. I'm gonna really think about builds here. It's gonna look like it's gonna be Void and Arc builds, maybe some Strand too.
Yeah,
but Solar, my 1,000 Knives, and my
Gunpowder Gamble.
Yep. Nah. The Gunpowder. I heard that's a joke.
It's getting buffed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
But there's nothing in the artifact.
You just tune out.
Well,
you just tune out if something is.
If it's not about a warlock, I really don't hear it.
Exactly. Dude.
What? What'd you say?
See, that's what hurts. That hurts so much. Man.
Why? No,
because. I mean, I even pay attention to warlock stuff just in case I feel the need to be like, okay, warlock's going to be OP, so I need to do something with this. Yeah, I get that. So, oh man. This episode hurts. Updates to enemy elemental shields. No longer are they in a tube, but they are going to be in a bubble. So, like a narrow bubble. I like this. So be on the lookout for that. I really don't care. Oh, this next story. Stabilizing? This goes right back to where we were talking last week. So, okay. So with this next section here, this one involves a little bit of discussion. So with stabilizing, everybody basically knows that Bungie would go ahead and if there was an update coming up, they would just load it in at some point and then just keep it out there. And then, data miners would get in, tear it all apart and go like, here it is. This is what's going to come out on Tuesday, everything else. Mm-hmm. But in the other side of the coin, it was also causing, I guess, degradation of some sort that was basically causing issues. So, what Bungie is doing is they are basically, whenever there's an update, servers are going to be down for approximately 1.5 hours beforehand. So then it will go ahead, and when the new update happens, it'll all upload at once and go from there.
All right. So anytime they do a hot fix, we're going to have to sit out for an hour and a half. Is that right?
Correct. Beforehand.
Wow. Okay. Plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Especially our UK folk.
Yeah, it's going to suck. I'm going to be honest. Because, some of those like hot fixes that they throw out because something's like really broken.
Mm-hmm.
That means that Fallout will have an hour and a half for, people to watch his videos and take advantage of their cheese.
Yep. You know what this tells me, though? This little blurb right here. What we were talking about last week. People ask if we thought they were going to go to a new engine after Destiny's done. I think they're just going to keep building on the one they have for Destiny.
Yeah.
Not the other games, but Destiny. I think they've made their bed and they're just going to lay in it. They're just going to make it work. So it's supposed to create more stability, right? That's why they're doing all this?
Yeah, exactly.
Less bugs and, yeah.
Less time for people to get in and mess around with it, that kind of thing.
Right.
Not much else there. Just be aware, an hour and a half beforehand, you're getting kicked out. Guardian Games is over. As I say this right now.
Yeah.
FYI, Titans won.
Yes, Titans the win. I got to go make my pose. What'd I say? What? All right, fine. I won't.
You hurt me so much.
I'll take my third place as a warlock and be happy with it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Better. Okay. Introducing Asians at Bungie. This is a new, well, maybe not a new, but it's a, Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And they're proud to introduce, Asians at Bungie. And they have a pretty awesome looking, pin. And I even like the,
looks good.
The emblem there too. That looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. Very tropical.
Yep, exactly. And then for the month of May, all proceeds from the Stand With Asians pin will go to the International Community Health Services, a nonprofit health organization based in Seattle that that welcomes people of all backgrounds in need of care. So that's kind of cool.
Yep, always doing good stuff.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so with that, the pin is available in the Bungie store. Orders will open up on May 23rd. And the Harmonic Waves emblem will also be available without a pin starting May 23rd as well through the Bungie Foundation for a $10 donation.
Very nice.
Yep. A new emblem for gifting Twitch subs. I think you have to gift 2 subs?
2. Yeah, I've done this before. You got to be, you have to gift 2 subs, but as Astacross was saying, make sure that the streamer you're going to do this with, make sure it's active. You may gift the subs and not realize that it's not in effect yet. Just make sure the streamer's like, yeah, it's good. You can do that now, or see other people do it. I don't know how to approach that, but
yeah, and that's not going to start until reset, I believe.
Okay. All right.
So. Yep, there we are.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on in player support?
Oh, yeah. Shit's broken.
There it is.
Coincidentally, not much shit is broken.
It's getting smaller.
Well, that's because the season's over and they fixed all this shit.
Right.
Yeah. So, next season, this thing will be, a page long again. That kind of thing. Okay. Movies. Art. And an hasta luego from Bruno.
All right. For the 200th time, thank you, Hazel. Let's move on. We got some Discord questions to answer. So we'll do that right after Hazel and I step away to take a small break here. Be right back. Hey Guardians, would you like to send a question for the show to us? There's 4 ways to do it.
Join our Discord server. There's a link in our show notes. We have all kinds of Guardians here, from new lights to the dedicated hardcore gamers, and you can just lurk and hang out or jump right in and talk with us. It's up to you. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thank you for all you do for our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man. It's in the contract. That's my line.
We'll see about that. Laz?
Oh, no, not Laz again. Our podcast returning, really? You're going there?
Damn right, man. I pay him just as much as you do. That does sound weird, though. We're both paying him.
Yeah, what the hell? He's double dipping, man. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of our show where we answer your questions. Yeah, you, Bill. Put the wrench down. Listen up. Anyway, yes, this is where we answer your questions. And
according to Raph,
he hasn't been working.
Never even picks up one anyway.
He's not working. Oh,
yeah, he's not working. He's just on his cell phone.
Raph, get a pic.
Messaging us.
Send us a pic.
He did.
Oh, that's right. This man works on Mercedes-Benz, folks. No, this is where we answer your questions for the show, whether it's Destiny related. Usually it's guest related too, but it's just me and Hazel tonight. So I figured, Hazel, this would be a good night to get caught up, or at least attempt to get caught up. I know it's never going to happen. And I've got some SpeakPipe as well. And I have some SpeakPipes as well.
SpeakPipe, huh?
SpeakPipe? Yeah, man, you got to get some of that SpeakPipe. Pass the SpeakPipe on the... Never mind. That'll be an outtake. All right. I got one here from Hades. He has a theory about the new season. Let's see what he has to say.
Yo, what up? Hades here. Slight crazy theory, but there is a question at the end of it. So, slight spoiler for the Altitude Reflection. If you haven't been to all of them yet, then Jesus Christ, go play the game, goddammit. Love you. And I've lost where I was. So we got a picture of Sloane, slightly Taken-y looking, and I mean, the Altitude Reflection thing did say the Taken King will return. Sure, there were 2 truths, 2 lies. It could be a lie, but the Taken King is a title rather than just Oryx. So potentially, she do look like she's kind of controlling it quite well, considering she's only slightly taken, unless she's going full Asher level of slowly taking control and going to turn into a problem for the Vex in a couple of years. But it would also help for Hazel's Kumbaya moment. We got the Hive-ish, the Lucent Brood, close enough it counts. We've got the Fallen, the Cabal. At that point, potentially we could have some Taken. The Vex, Asher can send to us. Crow is the Scorn's daddy, so yeah, sure, give him a use in life, maybe. I'm gonna give Hazel a second to swear at me. But yeah, that could all work for that. Have his little kumbaya. Obviously, there's a cage statue now that he can break out of and come and join the world of the living again. Because, wave him dead. But, yeah, that's my crazy theory. Stone is now the Taken King. The rest of it is just to upset Hazel. Yeah. Finish with a question for you. How do you think Sloane is going to deal with the fact that suddenly we're using the darkness? Because if she is the Taken King, she's going to have to cope. And they spent however long with the idea of us probably not taking that too well. And it could be an entertaining story. Probably won't be a cutscene, but I feel like it should be. Love the show. Love you both. Bye. Oh shit, that's nearly 3 minutes.
Thanks, Hades. So he's saying that Sloane is going to be the Taken King?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, man? Other than the stuff he said to get you wired up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you bastard. I think that may be the lie.
Yeah.
Because she could be the Taken Queen.
That's true.
But I don't know. I think she's still going to be our Sloane. I think we're still good there. I don't see.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, yeah. Sadly, I think we're heading all to that kumbaya moment of, you know, we're going to all hold hands and do our Care Bear stare and, you know, send away the witness. And yeah.
Please don't tell me that's the way it ends.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right. I said this last week, I still hope that somehow Zivu Arath is wrapped up in this season since we're talking about the ooey gooey hive. I know it's probably it's a far cry shot, but I don't know. I'm kind of wishing Zivu Arath would just go away so we can deal with the witness now. I don't think this season's going to address it, though. The more I think about it, I don't think the season's going to address it, but I'm hoping it does. Because ever since Season of the Hunt, we've been dealing with Zivu Arath. We've been at least hearing about her.
Oh, shit.
What'd I spark?
Oh, God. I hate you right now.
What? I'm just throwing darts, man.
Dude, I'm going to throw this dart, and I feel terrible. I'm sorry because this is probably what's going to happen, and it's going to suck. I'm just going to throw that out there. So the final shape happens. We kill the witness at the end of it, and then the raid comes, and that's when we fight Zivu.
You think so?
Fuck.
Why would you say? Why do you think
that's the most Bungie thing that Bungie?
Why would you think Zivu would outlive the witness? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that'll
because
happen.
we're on the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
You know? We're like, all right, we kicked her ass or his ass or their ass. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, stomp mud holes everywhere else. So
I don't take this the wrong way, but I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
Yeah.
That's the most Bungie thing that Bungie could do. I feel.
Yeah. I get it. All right. Well, thanks for,
I hate you so much. I hate you both.
What? I was just throwing darts. Shit. Half of them don't stick. Half of them don't even hit the board, man.
Yeah. But still.
All right. Well, anybody have any questions in Discord? Nope. Okay. We're moving on.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. I pressed delete and they all went away. Okay. So, let's see here. Question from Blackbird. Let's see here. Okay. So Blackbird has a question. I'm curious to hear your take on this. Question for the show. Since exotic primaries receive the 40% buff, it's very hard for me to justify using a legendary primary with very few exceptions in in-game PvE content. It has honestly made me feel far less inclined to craft any primaries and makes me a sad panda, pun intended, when looking in my vault. Thoughts?
Now he's referring to they're buffing all exotic primaries or legendary primaries.
It's the 40% buff against red bars.
Okay, for all primaries.
Exotic primaries.
Exotic. Okay.
So basically, he's saying that.
Why would you even bother? Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you even bother running a legendary or a legendary primary when you get a 40% buff to?
Yeah, I see that.
An exotic primary.
I didn't even think of that, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of good exotic primaries. I'm thinking of Ager's Scepter right now, freezing all those red bars and just blasting them.
Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to how you play.
Yeah, it's the way it always comes down to what you're comfortable playing with too.
Exactly. I mean, for me, like usually I'm running an SMG in my primary slot. Maybe a pulse rifle. But for the most part, I mean, you know, I'm running an SMG. I'm just going to be brutally honest. And I mean, that's what I run. It's not an exotic either. Although I should use like Huckleberry. That'd be fun. But that means that I have to dedicate my exotic slot to my primary instead of either my, you know, energy or my heavy. And I just think it does more damage, you know, for the heavy or for the energy.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I typically, my primary is a pulse rifle, something, well, I mean, especially this season with the anti-barrier rounds. And I usually use my, if I'm raiding, it's usually Thunderlord in my last heavy slot. But I use a lot of my, yeah, he's right. I use a lot of my exotics in the energy slot. Didn't think of that until now. Maybe that'll change next season. Good question.
You don't have to change it. You can do it now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, since I'm jumping into Hunter, I might rethink this a little.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good question, Blackbird.
We're going to have Gatr 2.0.
Oh, man. Jeez, I'm already running around Neomuna right now trying to gather more strand fragment, whatever thingies they are to get more stuff.
Just relax.
I know. Okay. Thanks, Blackbird. What else we got, man?
Okay. Blackbird has another question, but we'll come back to it a little bit later. Probably our last question. I'll go out on that.
Okay.
Haze's favorite.
This is Frostbite.
Correct. Question for the show. Favorite disciple of the witness. Who you got? Personally, Rolk is my all-time favorite. Oryx and Nezarec are also cool. I'll probably end up asking this again after we see Xivu Arath. So, we have them all that we know of.
Just for comic effect, I like Callus. I mean, he's considered a witness, right?
Sadly, yeah.
Just coming out of that container crypt, whatever, with all the gold dripping off of him. That was the one part of the story I really thought they did well on. Yeah, the other part was weak, but
I thought you were going to say that they really botched it, because I thought they really botched that part.
The Callus,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Thought that when he was pumping his chest and all of a sudden the witness put him in his place. I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah, that was all fun and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to, that cutscene. But he's not the most powerful, obviously, but he's my favorite so far. Rolk's a close second because Rolk just doesn't give an F. He's get the hell out of my way. He's all business, man. Well, I don't know. What are you taking, man? What do you got?
I think Rolk is my favorite too, just because of the lore. I read the lore with Rolk.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Rolk's planet was getting destroyed and things like this, and he was just like, I don't know what to do, and then he ends up going with the witness and this kind of thing. Nezarec, Oryx, I don't know. I guess those are kind of like old hat. I know I include Nezarec as being old hat too, but even though he's not really old hat, but I just think Rolk and Callus, I think Rolk and then Callus. I just think Callus could have been done so much better.
Yeah, I'm sure. I just like the way they set him up. The false prophet kind of setup, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't we do one more and I'll grab another speak pipe.
Okay. So the Scarlet KM. Do you think the reason Bungie's servers are running so poorly is because they aren't vaulting expansion stuff anymore? It's an interesting thought.
It is.
I just couldn't help but notice that once they implemented that the servers started running poorly. I know that it's been very little time since they announced and not much has changed, but shouldn't we have lost a raid or two? I don't know. Just a thought I had. I know nothing about servers and how they operate. Well, you're talking to the right people. We don't know either.
Yeah, we agree with you.
I mean, I don't want to see him like lose a raid. I mean, that would,
already lost
paid
Leviathan.
content. I don't want to be that guy that's saying, hey, don't take away my paid content, but don't take away my paid content.
Yeah, the engine talk just hurts my head. I mean, I just don't know enough about it. And I can speculate all I want, but just end up going in circles usually on this topic. But ever since I guess he's saying ever since they decided not to sunset stuff when they did that announcement, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about when they enacted that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. How was, World of Warcraft kept all their worlds intact without stuff falling apart? PC. Well, that's on PC. That's true. It's not on console.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't buy that. I just don't buy it. I think they felt bad for the older consoles that couldn't handle all those giant files. I mean, let's face it. The PS5 only has, a 2 terabyte hard drive as well, but games are just getting more and more complicated, man. And they're gonna get larger, but usually technology keeps up with it. I mean, dude, it wasn't, if you think about it, I remember I had like the dial-up internet. It seems like not long ago. What did you get? What was the speeds back then? I can't remember on those modems. It was terrible. It was like what? 0.5, something like that. I mean, we talked about taking like half a day to print a full poster or picture out. But look at us now, man. I'm running 1 terabyte speed up and down using fiber. I'm telling you, technology usually keeps up with the pace. And I think eventually the technology will catch up to the fact that games are getting larger and more complex. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not. In the short run, yeah, we're dealing with bugs and we're dealing with instability. And I still think that Bungie has a lot of projects going on right now and they're really spreading their staff out. I don't know. What do you think, man? What's your take?
I don't know. I think it's an interesting thought. I really do. I don't want to believe that that's the reason, though.
Yeah, I'm in denial.
I think it could be.
Yeah, I'm in denial.
I think it could be, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't show me behind the curtain. I don't want to know. Just plausible deniability. I'm good. All right, let's go with Uncle Scumdeth has some. Can I just say, I have a library of Uncle Scumdeth speak pipes, and this is just so awesome. He's got a movie rant. I figured this was a good one for tonight. Let's play it real quick.
Hello, Scumdeth here. I've just sat down with the girlfriend to watch a film called Nope, N-O-P-E, and within an hour of watching it, I actually went, nope, N-O-P-E, get fucked, what a load of shit.
What?
I don't think there is any... We always try and sit down and watch movies, and halfway through, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I don't think there's been a decent movie made since the 80s. You got your Stallones, you got your Schwarzeneggers, you got your Bruce Willises. They were films. They were good films. But all this bullshit that they come out with now, horses and aliens. I don't like horses. I don't like aliens in this Nope film. It's like boring me. So, yeah, my question for the show is, when was the last time you watched a film and you went, this is fucking shit?
Oh.
Now, I knew it was fucking shit about 10 minutes in. But I'll give it a go. And it's a 2-hour movie. And after an hour, I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Destiny on.
I've so
fuck it. Yeah, so when was the last time you watched a film and went, this is bollocks? Love you.
I have definitely got a movie. I've watched a couple stinkers lately. You got one in mind right now?
I do not.
Okay, I've got
Nothing
one.
at the moment.
I'll buy some time for you.
Right.
We just saw, the last movie we just saw on May 3rd was Beau is Afraid. It was a movie about, you know, we saw the trailer. The trailer looked really interesting. It was about a guy who was terrified to leave his house because he had visions that, let's just say the view he had, he was mentally unstable, and the view he had of the world was so much different than what we see. He saw it as like a crazy, like a Mad Max situation where if he left the house, he left to open the door, he had phone books near the door where he could prop it open and then immediately close it. It started off so well. I understood it was about mental health and how he didn't want to leave the house. But then it just went off the rails, man. And me and my wife just looked at each other. We just didn't understand it. It literally felt like a high school drama class wrote this movie. The second half, it was so terrible. So, Beau is Afraid. Don't waste your time on that movie. If you like my kind of movies that I usually like, then you're going to hate this one. So that's the latest one that I nearly walked out on. 2 stars maximum.
So you're saying that it's not as good as The Matrix?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that. You know, it was terrible. It was just a terrible movie. And Uncle Scumdeth, you do realize I picked Nope as my favorite movie last year on our year-end thing. That was my number 1 movie. Because, and
controversial.
He should understand this. It was a callback to the old Alien movies. But I guess he didn't see it that way, which is why we watch the movies, right? Everyone sees things differently. Sorry to hear you didn't like it, though. I loved it. You get one?
Now I have too many. Now I'm trying to figure out which one was not the the shittiest of the shitty. The last shitty movie that I saw. I mean, luckily I've been on kind of a good streak lately.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Well, he was talking about how the best movies were in the 80s. Do you agree with that? You think
no, I don't.
I don't agree with that either. I thought the 80s movies were a little shallow, if anything. They didn't have much substance to them. I mean, they were entertaining. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I've become more critical of parts of the movie that are put together than just the full entertainment value.
Yeah. Yeah, now I've hit like the mother load of like all the shitty movies that I've watched. I mean, I think that this is going to be controversial.
If you say Matrix Revolutions.
I swear. That was definitely like
Resurrections. Sorry. Resurrections.
Yeah.
Revolutions was another one.
Yeah. Resurrections was just a big flaming turd. The Power of Love. There you go. The last movie, I'm going to go with The Menu.
You didn't like it?
I didn't. I think that they gave too much away in the trailer, and I knew exactly what the hell was going to go on.
I did not know how that ended. I was surprised by the ending.
I mean, I don't know. I just think that the trailer ruined the movie. And I was like, okay, well, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. And it was just like there was no mystery to it. It was all just like, if you just wait 4 seconds, you're going to find out what this means. I mean, this kind of thing. So it was like all this like drama and intrigue and things like this. You just wait 4 seconds and somebody will go like, hey, I know what this is. this is this. And it's like, oh, well, shit, I guess I don't need to worry about thinking about that, do I?
I agree that the trailer did give away a lot.
Yeah. So it just really just sort of seemed, I don't know, like there was no surprise to it.
Fair enough.
You know?
My wife loved that movie because she likes dark stuff like that. But
well, I like dark shit like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, holy hell. I mean, that's not dark to me. I mean, that's...
Yeah. It was twisted. Let's just leave it. It was the ending was twisted.
I don't know.
That was nuts, man. That ending was nuts. At least it was for me.
I mean, compared to what you watch, yes. Compared to what I watch, that's like the Smurfs.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure, RNG Gator and Mr. Monkey will be like, yeah, the menu is not dark, Gator. It's just a movie.
Yeah.
And then they're going to recommend stuff for you to watch that are going to be stuff that will put you in therapy.
As long as it's not anime.
No.
Oh, okay.
Alice in Borderland. There you go. That's one for me.
That's on my list. I haven't gotten around to that one yet.
Yeah. Mr. Monkey is a fan. RNG Gator's a fan, by the way. And then I forget who else. I think maybe Dimly.
Well,
I believe.
Me and Mr. Monkey about the same age, so I'll probably relate to him on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Kisses, Mr. Monkey.
Not a controversial thought at all.
Nope.
Okay. Crow, Titan Vanguard. Congratulations on winning the awesome headgear that we have now as Titans. Crow. Question for the show. If you had to bring back any Sunset stories for a flashback campaign, i.e. the Red War, Forsaken, Curse of Osiris, which would you bring back? You can also bring a Destiny 1 campaign over as well. I already know what Gator's answer is going to be, so I'm just trying to think of something else.
What do you think mine's going to be?
The Rise of Iron campaign.
No, it's going to be Red War, because I like that. It was the first story. We lost our light. Yeah. Red War.
With Kumgal and...
Yeah. I'd bring that one back. I think all new players should go through that. It was the first story of Destiny 2. It only makes sense to bring that one back. Play that campaign and then, yeah.
That's just wrong. But, yeah.
Well, it's not Curse of Osiris. Sorry.
I would have rather you said Curse of Osiris than Red War. Red War was okay. It was decent. Until the end.
Yeah,
the Traveler blew up or shined his light on Gaul.
We knew damn well.
A pile of cum or whatever he was. He just
we knew damn well he wasn't going to trap the damn Traveler. Come on.
Yeah.
With some bands.
So anybody who's new to the game, watch the cutscenes from the Red War. You can go to YouTube. You can just pull them up and this kind of thing.
Bungie might even have them on their site.
Yeah, maybe. But just watch them. Now, they hyped Gaul up for how long?
Oh, man, that was a big campaign.
Well, no, I mean, not just the campaign, but they hyped him up. And I remember IGN, they were like, hey, we're going to be at the farm for a large portion of the game and everything else. I was like, bitch, we're at the farm up until like the end of the campaign. And then we're like, deuces, I don't give a shit about y'all. We're going to the tower.
Gaul was very easy. I tell you who was even easier than Gaul, though, was the boss in Curse of Osiris. I can't remember what that boss
I loved that.
It was so easy, though.
Or something.
Yeah, it was so easy to kill him, man. Come on.
It was.
That was on rails.
It was still fun, though.
It was fun. No, I like the action of it, but it was just so easy, man. That was such an easy button.
But that's the thing, though, is Bungie was still trying to figure their shit out, though.
Okay, fair enough, but I at least the first half of the Red War campaign, we lost our light and we start wandering down out of the mountains. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was one mission, man.
Yeah, I know. And immediately we picked up our light and moved on.
Yeah, exactly. We picked it up and we're like,
I know.
La-di-da.
At least they tried to burn the world, right? I can't think of anything in Destiny 1. Rise of Iron was okay, but I mean, all we were doing is open up that mountain range and the artifacts from the...
Oh, that was so much fun. When you're riding in that little, the snow
Yeah.
everywhere.
Also the nanites, killing off.
Yeah. That was
that's
my
true.
pick. I mean, I was trying to pick something else. I think it's something else.
That was a good story.
If you're not going to pick it, then I'll pick that. So.
Oh, that's fine. I'll leave it as it is. No, I'll leave it as it is.
You and the Red War.
I still like the Red War. I thought that was a very fun campaign. The ending was definitely a letdown, but I like the build up to it.
I still think to this day that Gaul should have been the first raid boss.
Remember we were going through the ship that was grinding up the planet. We had to stay out of the sun areas. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Well, I think that was that. No, that was like a side mission. I think.
Was that part of? No, it was part of the campaign. No, it was part of the campaign,
wasn't it?
Yeah, you had to ride around on the what do they call those little things the scions are sitting in, shooting one explosive round at a time.
Yeah, but no, there was also a mission, like a side mission that we had.
It might have been a seasonal part of the season, maybe.
Yeah, we had to go on to the Almighty and destroy it.
That was it. Yeah,
that was when they brought they basically
the live event.
Yeah,
good times.
Yep. Okay.
Whose question was that?
That was Crow.
Yeah, good question, Crow.
Yeah. And this question from the doctor has got me all like bummed.
Doctor who?
The doctor 3314.
Well, what's he saying?
Question for the show. What is your favorite faction armor? Question mark. Ornaments, chroma, anything from D1 or 2.
Faction. Oh. Yeah, it was always Dead Orbit for me, man. Anytime I went to the tower, I always went to Dead Orbit first. I liked their weapons. I liked everything about I wasn't very emo. I wasn't an emo kind of person, but it just was dark and looked badass. Future War Cult was a little too colorful for me. That was just that time in my life when I was playing Destiny 1. I miss those days, man, when you can buy stuff off the wall for every week at reset and it's just a different game now. Totally different. What were you, you were Dead Orbit.
I would say, one of my favorite armor sets is from D2 and it's the, New Monarchy set.
Yeah. It's very, very red, very golden red.
Yep.
It's nice.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I appreciated some of the, Dead Orbit stuff too, but just that, I mean, that New Monarchy stuff and then like the shaders for it was just just give me that.
Yeah, it was interesting too. I liked all the factions, to be honest. I always made sure that when those faction wars came around, I always made sure that each of my characters went to one of each. That way I enjoy them all. Yeah,
and you only had to get it on one character to unlock all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was so much fun. I was like, oh, great.
I don't know why they got rid of that. That was fun. That was a good community event.
Because it took away the grind.
Mm.
And then Lakshmi was, a racist. So.
Well, there you go. Ebb and flow, right? It's like you said earlier. The ebb and flow of destiny.
What?
How Destiny's always reverting back to things and getting rid of stuff and reverting back to it later.
Well, no, that was about speed running. This isn't about racism.
But. Oh, no. I wasn't referring to her. But anyway.
I'm like, what?
I'll edit that out. My mind's wandering a little.
Not calling Bungie racist. No. I'm just simply saying that.
I mean, ebb and flow as far as community events like that, where the faction wars is what I was referring to. Jesus.
Yeah,
not her.
The original ebb and flow that I was referring to was
the speed running.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a fuck ton of questions. Can I just throw that out
dude.
There?
I just want to make sure everyone gets represented. That's always my goal. Especially newer people who go out of their way to go for it,
Yeah. And that's, what I'm doing as well. And it's just, oh my God.
Let's do one more and we'll play, I got a speak pipe from Thing here.
Okay. Okay, that one was deleted, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the follow-up question to that. Okay. Hey, look at that. We're making progress. I'm deleting shit.
There we go.
Okay. So, this is topical. Oh my god. It feels weird to ask a topical question. Question from Drifter's Bitch, aka Toll the Bell.
Oh, okay.
Question for the boys. With Season of the Deep coming up faster than ever, which exotic rework are you most excited about? Choose one armor and one weapon each.
One armor and one weapon. Okay, I got it. Even though I won't be able to use it, but armor is going to be. Now I got to look it up because it just lost. I had it in my mind and then it disappeared.
Starfire Protocol.
No, it's I'm looking forward to seeing how the chromatic fire works on the Warlock chest armor for next season. They're really buffing that. Weapon wise, I've already said it. It's the Bad Juju. That's my two. What do you got?
Okay. I want to say chromatic fire too, but that means I got to play Warlock, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to go with Radiant Dance Machines.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be trying those.
Yep.
I got to get them first.
Weapon-wise, I'm looking for the DPS factor from Legend of Acreus.
I'm really curious how that's going to work next season. I'm excited to see how it works. I love that. It's a mountain of a gun to hang on to, but it's sure that sound, man, is just awesome. One of the best sounds, weapon sounds in the game, I think.
Yep.
It's like, okay. We have one from Thing here. He has a pet peeve. Let's see what he's talking about.
Hi, it's Thing. Got a quick question for the show. Question for the show? Quick question for the show. Yeah. I'm not going to re-record this. Anyways. What is one of, or if not the one and only, pet peeve that you might have? And I'm not saying like, it happens all the time and you're just an angry person. But it's just one of those things like mine, one of the ones off the top of my head. I do not like stepping in puddles of water in my house, like say after the kids shower or my wife showers, and with socks on. I lose my crap when that happens. Yeah, just curious. I know you have one. Don't say you're all laid back and you can't spend life being angry. Something. There's got to be something. Just curious. Bye.
Well, that's a valid question. I haven't really thought about it. What do you think, Hazel? Pet peeves. You can't mention me, man.
I just have to list one, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't list me, all right?
That was
that's
actually
a given.
my first answer.
I know that's a given. I know.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much.
How many weeks have we been doing this? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I have so many pet peeves. I'm like maybe like 5 or 6 steps away from Gatr, like being like Gatr, like, get off my lawn. Yes. I mean, I have got so many. Like when he first asked this, I was like, I mean, I know I have a few. And then I looked over this list and I'm like, oh wow, it's like a fucking checklist. I was like, yeah, I fucking despise that. I hate that. Fuck those people. I mean, I'm just going down this list. I'm just like, yeah, wow, okay. Yeah. Like people that talk during movies.
Oh, God.
People that are late.
Yeah.
Repetitive tapping. Oh, I'll break your fucking
That's an
fingers.
ADHD thing. I used to tap my leg. My wife says, stop.
I would just.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. So we won't be going to movie when you come down here. So, okay, I got that.
You're going to start tapping your finger, and I'll be like,
Fuck that.
break your finger, and you're going to be like, I'll be like, what happened?
Hazel picked my finger. I can't play now.
Tap with your fucking pinky.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't need that one, really. Yeah. All right.
Exactly. See? There you go.
Well, if you had to pick one, what would you say? Is that it? You're tapping?
All of them.
Yeah, I know.
All of them.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get roasted. Should I say this? All right, I'll say it. What the fuck? Now that I've done more YouTubing and I'm starting to scour comments and stuff, I'm a pretty open-minded guy. At least I like to think I am. And I like conversation. That's why I do podcasting. I love what Hazel and I do here. We share our likes and dislikes, and we have a conversation. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Hazel, I'm not wrong. But it's a conversation. I have my viewpoint. You have your viewpoint. But when I get a comment that just doesn't add anything to the conversation, it's just like, say we're talking, me and you, Hazel, are talking about Corvettes. And we're saying, man, you know what I love about Corvettes? I love that they do, I love that the engine's in the center now, right? And I love that the transmission's in the back and not in the center of the car. They're trying to center the car, right? And then someone just walks up and says, oh, I hate Chevy. That doesn't offer anything to the conversation. So that's my pet peeve. It tends to trigger me sometimes.
I hope nobody does that on a video that you post. Like, I hate Bungie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No comment.
Interesting.
I actually wasn't even thinking of that, but now that you mentioned it. Fuck my life. Oh, God.
I'm going to do it right now.
God damn it. All right, let's quickly move on to another question. I'm looking at the clock here.
Okay, let me see here. Let's go to some life questions.
Yeah. Let's get personal.
Okay, and here's a Destiny question in the life questions. Okay. What 2 exotic armor pieces do you think would pair well together if you could wear more than one? I'm thinking Wormhusk Crown and Radiant Dance Machines. That would be a disgusting.
That'd be nasty.
Yeah. And that's from His Highness, Prince Riznes.
Riznes. Oh, man. Good question. This is a pretty simple one for me. I'd have to take it from a Warlock's point of view because, that's all I know. That's all I know for now. Yeah. I really like, I always love the Ophidian aspects. The fact you can reload and aim down a sight faster and get your weapon faster. Now they've nerfed the melee. I don't care about that. I never really used them for that. I used them for the quickness of being able to reload and just do everything with your weapon. I like to pair that with my astrocyte verse. I can do all my blinking quickly and have my radar up, and then I can get my weapon ready even faster when coming out of the blink. That is a deadly setup. There's a bunch of others too, but that's the one I'll go with. Keep it simple.
Nice. I think I would go with Abeyant Leap and Oil, Heart of Inmost Light.
I use that a lot when I'm playing Titan. Can't beat the benefits of that chest piece.
Yeah. And basically I'll be on stasis and I'll just slide around, throw out my shield, and...
Abeyant Leap. What is that exactly? Is that a helmet?
No, it's legs.
See if I have that.
So they're the ones that you do the shield, you do put up your barrier, and it sends out the 3 waves.
No, I don't have that one yet. I have the Antaeus wards, but no, I don't have that one. Oh, at least I don't think I do. Let's make sure here. No, I don't. I'll have to get that one. Man, I gotta get some I got some work to do. Now that I look into these other characters. Okay. What else we got, Hazel?
All right. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh because I just made that joke about Scarlet being in Deepstone Crypt, and that's exactly where Scarlet is, in Deepstone Crypt.
Yeah, I saw him streaming.
So Hades has a question here. Question for the show. Have there been songs you said couldn't go on the show playlist?
Have we mentioned songs that can't go on the playlist? We're pretty open. I mean, my God, I think we have John Cena in there, don't we?
Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did have a no, like, Nickelback clause in there for a while.
That got blown away.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sin.
Who's asking this question in case they put a song choice in?
That was Hades.
Oh, Hades. Okay. I'm safe. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think our playlist is pretty open. If a guest wants to add it, they can add it.
Yeah. Now. Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's not, no, I mean, come on, man. We're a mature podcast. We don't care about cussing and rap songs and all that stuff. We don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mr. Monkey has a question. Question for the hosts. Have you ever lied or massaged the truth on your resume/CV? Kisses. And then for context, he said he put a link out here that says over 55% of people admit to lying on their resume at least once.
Really? Okay, I'll answer first. No, I've never lied on my resume. In fact, I've always been super accurate with, but keep in mind now that I've been working for myself for a long time, and I actually worked with my dad in construction before while I was building my business. So yeah, I mean, I would say the first, let me think about this. I think I had, I stayed at my jobs pretty long. I think I had 4 jobs before I worked with my dad and then finally had my own business. So I really had no reason to. I worked retail when I was younger. So I was very accurate. I was very accurate with it because I didn't care. But I know as you get more into professional jobs and stuff that it's different, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
your boss doesn't listen to this, does he?
She, yeah. No, not really. Not that I know of anyway, but you never know. But, no, I've never lied on my resume. I just sort of, I don't know. I just throw my shit out there and, if they like it, they like it. If not, they don't.
Exactly.
And I just kind of move on in my life.
Yep. That's kind of the way I felt about it.
Yeah.
I know it's different though, as you move up in life and you get more professional jobs and stuff. Yeah, I can get why people do that, though. So much competition.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then Monkey has a follow-up here. Mr. Monkey. This is Monkey King of the Bullies. Is it a lie if they can't follow the logic? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Native Raider asks, question for the show. DC and Marvel hero swap. If you were to swap one hero out with each other, who are they going to be? This will be fun to see if Gatr knows the difference between DC and Marvel.
Of course I do. Who do you think I am? Well, is there a Superman Marvel? Let me think about this.
Yeah, I was going through too. I was like, Superman and Marvel.
I mean, Superman's the one you can swap with anything, really.
I actually haven't watched a Marvel movie in probably...
Did you watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
I didn't either, because I know, you know why? Because I know it'll be on Disney+. Just wait for it. Actually, is it already out? I thought I saw it the other night. No. It's the latest Ant-Man's now on Disney+.
I never saw that either.
I didn't either. I was going to go back and watch one of the past Ant-Mans just to remember what was catch up. Yeah, I mean, who would you swap, man? I mean, I don't
want to see. I think I would swap Superman and Venom.
Venom.
Yeah. Venom's always been one of my favorite anti-heroes. And, yeah. I think Superman in the Marvel universe would be kind of interesting just because he's all, high and mighty.
All right. I'm going to say Superman and Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel?
Or what the fuck am I thinking
The
of?
little girl?
No, Brie.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I would swap out Superman and Captain Marvel because they're probably the most powerful on each side if you think about it.
Just say you're fading. It's okay.
I am fading,
Just
but
leave it in.
I am fading, but yeah.
No, you gotta leave this in. This is gold right here.
Come on, man.
This is gold.
I'm already the butt of
This is-
everybody's jokes in that Marvel
You
universe.
will be, but come on now. It's great stuff.
All right.
It won't be that bad.
I'll see how it sounds when I play it back.
You're gonna cringe.
I
so
sound like a
hard at it.
fucking idiot. What the fuck?
You're like, I'm just gonna edit myself out of this. All
Yeah, Hazel, what do you think? Put the mic in front of you. What do you think, Hazel? All right, we've answered the question. Thanks, Native. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, how about a speak pipe?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
All right.
pass the speak pipe.
I need some more Scumdeth in my life. Let's go with, wow, he has so much to choose from here. You know what? Since we're talking movies, let's just go back to his another movie review he has. Here it is.
Oh God.
Hello, Scumdeth here. I don't know whether I'm going to make this into a question or not, but I'll try to. I have just watched a movie, which is probably one of the best movies I've seen in about 10 years. My friend recommended it to me. It's called Nobody. It's on Netflix, I think. And I don't think it went to the cinemas. I'm not sure.
I watched it at the cinema.
The missus said it came out in about 2021, but my mate recommended it to me. And it's like, yeah, it's an hour and a half. And, oh my God, it's one of the best films I've seen in years. If that film was 4 hours long, I would still want it to be longer. If you like action movies, kicking ass, you know, like when the first time you watch like Die Hard, or like the Rambo, like, you know, it's like that. It kicks ass. Amazing. I'm buzzing my tits off after watching that, like, you know. So how am I going to make this into a question? All right, question for the show. When was the last time you watched a film and when you didn't really know anything about it whatsoever and went, Jesus Christ, that was fucking awesome?
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah, so that's my question for the show. When was the last time a film blew you away? I'm going to be dreaming about this film tonight. So I would, on my recommendation, Uncle Scumdeth is saying, watch this film called Nobody. It's fantastic if you like action and kicking ass. We all like a good ass kicking, don't we? Anyway, love you. Boo.
That's a good question, actually. You got one, Hazel? By the way,
I do.
Bob Odenkirk is a comedy player. For him playing a badass, Nobody was a great movie for that. That's one that took me by surprise, but he asked the question, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually supposed to go see that with my wife. It was, because that was coming out in theaters when COVID ended. Quote unquote.
Right.
But yeah, it was like when they were opening stuff back up and it was coming out. So yeah. For me, the movie is RRR. I had zero expectations for this movie. I watched like the little 12-second trailer on Netflix, saw a guy running from a wolf and was like, okay, this is how I'm going to spend the next 3 hours of my life. Okay. And I've watched it at least another 5 times since then, maybe 6. So.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise. And I watched it too. It was very good. It's so entertaining. The colors, everything's so vibrant. Yeah.
You know,
it's
throwing
definitely
a tiger at somebody. Come on.
It was crazy, man.
It was absurd.
It was a crazy movie.
Yeah. Uncle
All right.
Scumdeth needs to watch that, I think.
Yes.
I think-
RRR. You know, that movie opened up a lot more cinema to what would you call that? What do they call the Indian theater?
Like Hollywood? I think
Bollywood. Bollywood, right?
No, this is Tollywood.
Tollywood,
yeah,
right?
This is
right.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of opened America's eyes to Tollywood, right? That type of
I
cinema.
think so. Well, also, I mean, it was like the number one movie for so long and everything else. So
it was. Well, I'm actually on the same vein as your movie. This was actually, I think, my number 2 movie last year, and that was Babylon. When I saw the previews, and believe me, they play the previews every freaking time I went to the movie. They did it so far in advance, but the preview of this movie, the trailer is just one big party. And I'm thinking, this is stupid, man. This movie is dumb. It's about a bunch of people partying all the time. And I said, I said, honey, if this is a musical, I am out. I am out. I'm not watching a musical at the theater. I'm not doing it. Cause it was a lot of music and pomp and not circumstance, but more like, real flowery parties and stuff. But once I actually saw the movie and understood that it was the death of the silent actors, it was a changing of the guard in the theater. And I'm a movie fan already. My God, this took me by surprise. Totally nothing like I thought it would be. Great movie to see also, Uncle Scumdeth is Babylon. I think you'll like that one.
All right. Question from Inu Masho Maru. Question for the show. Is this the section where you ask questions for the show? ? But actual question, when was the last time Gatr said, I'll edit that out, and actually did edit that out? Long-time listener, first-time questioner. Toddles.
I like this guy already. Probably going to be this episode, just so you know. It'll be the last time Hazel hears that I'm going to edit it out, and I probably will clean some of it up. So
that was amazing.
By the way,
whatever he edits out it was gold.
Well, I will tell. So. I will just say this though. I edit everything. I'm editing some of Hazel's those big pauses that Hazel always has. I edit all that out. So it sounds sounds like it's a conversation instead of, let me see here. Let me see. But in fact, it's usually the guests are kind of taken back when they look behind the curtain.
The show is.
Yeah. How methodical and slow the show is, and how I do a lot of editing to speed things up. So it keeps things moving along. Yeah. I listen to the show before everyone else does, all the way through, by the way. I don't just look for peaks and valleys and clip. And I literally listen to the whole show and edit a lot of it. So, but I will promise you this, 99% of the show is there. It's usually stuff that you don't want to hear, like, hissing noises and sound quality and and ahs and big pauses where we're trying to think of an answer for something. Yeah. So it's a job. It is. Okay. Thanks for that question. Toddles to you as well. What else?
Okay. I had to do that after that.
Fuck. Gotta edit that out now.
Okay. I have a lot of questions. Did I say that before?
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I thought I did. Okay. Hammer Crasher. He goes on to ask, question for the show. Are you going to GCX in Orlando? Don't let me show up there and be by myself.
If you're going to be there, I'll be there. I think it's August this year. It's a little later than usual. Usually it's in July, but I think it's in August this year, isn't it? Well, I mean, you were right before the pandemic, you were coming down. Your wife bought you a ticket and plane fare, and we were going to meet up, but damn pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yep. Pandemic. Goddamn pandemic. Sorry, my Southern's coming out. Yeah, I mean, no, if there's especially a group of you that are going to be there, yeah, if you can tolerate my ass, I'll be there, I guess. Sure. Then they'll probably quit
being there, but I don't know if it's actually going to pull off or not. So
he's got a little further to drive. I'm an hour away. He's, how many hours? I can't remember. 20 hours, 23 hours. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit of
but you're doing a meetup, a mid-Atlantic meetup, aren't you? Sometime soon?
No, it's a Ohio thing. I finally got everybody, because there were some more people that were like, hey, are you still doing this? And I'm like, oh, yes. Just give me your damn dates. So
So antisocial.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just like
know.
I was like running with it, and then all of a sudden it was like somebody going like, "Oh, hey, I heard this was a thing." I'm like, "Ah, yes, it is. Great."
My first meetup, I met up with guys from the that clan I told you a long time ago I was in with the Adult Gaming Alliance, and I met up with two other guys that'd be Army vet and Cloud, Daryl, Cloud. I call it Cloud because I know how you got that name. But we had the greatest weekend, dude. Went deep sea fishing. We went to a movie, saw the new Star Trek movie. It was out. We went and got dinner that night. Just a great couple days. It's fun, man, when you do. It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
I think you'll have a good time.
Yep. Looking forward to it. I really, truly am.
Cool.
Blackbird's question for the show. GDC origin story. How did you guys meet and how did the cast come about?
Well, we haven't told this story in a while, have we? It's for a lot of new members here, too, that probably don't know how the hell we met each other and did all this. By the way, we've never met each other in person all these years. We've seen each other on camera, but we've never met personally. Yeah. And you want to tell it, Hazel? Or you want me to tell it?
I can tell part of it here.
Yeah, I'll pick up where you leave off.
Okay, so there was a podcast that we were part of before, or a Discord that we were with before, and it was called the Dad Tales Podcast, and they changed their name to the Distinguished Gentleman Podcast later, but they basically decided to call it quits, and I basically was playing with this guy a lot of the time.
Yeah.
We were doing a lot of raids and we were doing a lot of just pretty much everything. Back in, those were D1 days, I believe.
No, it was, wait a minute.
Was it?
No, it was D2.
Well,
D2's 2017.
D2. Yeah.
Yeah. It was it was right at the beginning of D2 though.
Yeah, because we spent a lot of time in Leviathan.
I remember yeah, exactly. The mini raids, what they call them.
You, Garen.
Also, Drafty was there all along too. Drafty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember. Garen, FSU. I haven't seen him in a while, but I think he's still in here. Who else?
There was, what was the one guy?
You've had so many games. We have said so many friends over the years, man. Everybody gets busy with their lives and they come in the Discord and they go out for a year, and it's nice to see when they come back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was Easy, of course.
Yeah. But, Easy. Yep. Absolutely. I'm so bad with names, man. I'm so bad.
I'm looking at my friends list. I'm like, oh, look at that. Like Skull Punisher. I remember him.
I remember that guy. Probably quite a bit older now.
Yeah.
He was our youngest guest.
No.
When we first started out.
Yeah, but it was just all of us playing together all the time. And then some people actually thought we were funny.
Well, what it was is we would talk in the clan chat on the Bungie page, not so much through the Discord. I mean, we talked in the Discord too, but we would go at each other in the, it was like two brothers just going at it with insults, you know? It was like an insult war. I mean, friendly insult. And, you of course had the best comebacks. I never could match that, but yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good rapport in the clan page, and that spilled over into the Discord, right? Into the Dad's Tales Discord.
Yep, exactly.
We were both pretty active.
Yep, because they had actually two clans where it was, because back then it was separated, so you couldn't have a clan for like Xbox and PlayStation together. Right. So it was, we were all of the above. Mm-hmm. So now we are, but yeah, so it was just us as PlayStation players and Drafty and It was good times.
You know what? And I was just thinking about this. Skull Punisher was one of the first people to pipe up and say, I think Hazel and Gatr should do a podcast. So I got to give him credit. I think he was one of the first people to mention it in the Dad's Tales Discord.
And Garen too.
Yeah, Garen was there too.
Same thing. And
yep.
Yeah, somebody asked like, hey, who should pick up the mantle of doing like Destiny podcasts?
Mm-hmm. And I had contacted JC Jesse several times. I was a patron, and part of the thing of the patrons, I could come on the show if I wanted to. And he always asked me, well, do you have a good mic? And I'm like, no, I don't. I never even thought about a mic. And now I understand why he asked me that, because having a good mic is half the battle when doing a podcast. You want your voice to come across clearly and not staticky or soft, or, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. And so Skull Reaper and a bunch of other people piled in and said, yeah, I think you guys should do one. And I got the wheels turning, right?
Yeah. And Easy and myself, we were already had talked about doing a podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
And it just was one of those things where Gatr was just like, hey, what about, doing a podcast? I was like, well, I've already kind of looked into it. So, well, here, let's do this. And that was pretty much like the birth of it. And then, fucking 200 episodes later.
See, and when I listen to Dad's Tales, I love these guys. I still do. I love them all. And I went back to episode 1. I want to know about these. I want to know more about these guys, And as I dug into more and more episodes, I felt like I got to know them. And I hope that's what we imbue as well here on our show all these years, is you kind of know a little bit more about us every show. And I was that guy yelling into my earbuds, no, I think it should be this way, when they would talk about a topic or something. And I was always that guy who wanted to say something, but I didn't have a voice. I didn't have a voice to say anything. So I knew nothing about podcasting. I mean, nothing about it. And you had already done a little research, and I
did some light podcasting before.
And when I said, hey, let's, what do you think? You think we should do one? And you at least knew what a podcast was. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I literally went to YouTube and forums and Reddit and just started researching the hell out of it. And, the rest is history, right? I cringe at some of those early episodes, but hey, that's how you get better. You learn from doing them.
Yep, exactly. It's like, I think one thing that I saw, like one tip from somebody was, don't
talk over other people.
Your first 3 episodes. No, not at all. Record like your first 3 episodes or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And then just listen to them and make edits, but never release them.
Yeah, throw them away. They're like trials. I never did that, by the way. We went off right off the bat, right? Did one and...
Yeah, exactly. We learned on the fly. You literally got to learn with us.
Yeah, we recorded. I did some research on how to record via OBS, 2-channel, and everything I had to do. And I remember I had to go back to that video like 20 times just to remember exactly how to do it. And then I remembered I had to learn how to edit. And that first week was hell, man. It took me 16 hours to edit our first show because I was learning how to edit as we had recorded material. And, then I started learning about noise suppression and, noise gating and filters. And then so over the years, it's like second nature. And now I learned how to video edit too. So that's why I jumped into YouTube's, because now it's basically podcasting plus video. So, and maybe one of these days we'll do a video podcast, but there's a lot of people out there that already do that.
Yeah.
So, and no one wants to see I'm sorry, I won't speak for you, my ugly ass face. So I'm good with just the audio. I got a face for radio, right? That's what they say.
Yep.
So anyway,
video killed the radio star.
Exactly. So that's the story. That's how we got started. Thanks for the Thanks for the question, Blackbird. All right,
Thank you.
I'm going to go out with a Scumdeth one here. I have so many to choose from. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go this one. This is a good question. Good one to go out on. Here we go.
Hello, Scumdeth here. I am currently listening to Europe. Absolutely loving it. And I think Joey Tempest could possibly be one of the greatest vocalists of all time. So my question for the show is, who is your favorite vocalist of all time? Love ya. Goodbye.
I thought of this singer as soon as you asked that question, Scumdeth, and that is Steve Perry, man. I'm a product of the 80s, and Journey they were gods in the 80s, man. In the 80s/90s. So, yeah, Steve Perry's mine. What's yours, Hazel? Is it Joe Perry with Aerosmith? I don't think he sang. He did backup singing.
No. No. I'm just, if you only knew, listener,
he is a lost
the discussion that happened before this.
He's lost.
If you only knew. Yeah. I'm just, all I can do is smile right now. It's just glorious stuff. And yeah. I don't know exactly. See, music is one of those things where I never really dove into it to the degree of like vocalists and this kind of thing. I just kind of like know what I like, and then I just go with that. So like when I first heard the question too, I went immediately with like James Hetfield.
Okay.
From Metallica. Just, like just the growls and
yeah.
And that, so.
I mean, Chubby Wizard, cover your ears, man. I didn't like Metallica when I was younger. I actually grew into that band once I understood what their band was about. I was so much a pop rock guy.
Yeah, the first song that I ever heard of Metallica was Sad But True. But I had no idea, like, who they were, what even the name of the song was. And I was sitting in the car with a guy and he's playing the song. I was just like, wow, I really like this. What's the name of it? And he had the music up so loud I couldn't hear it. So like we got back in the car later and I was like, hey, can you play Saboteur? And he's like, the fuck? I was like, Saboteur. And he's like, that's not the name of the song. And then it was that moment where I decided that, hey, I'm a Metallica fan and I'm going to go out and make sure that I know the names of their damn songs. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. That's good. All right. Well, thanks everyone for sending your questions into the show. I mean, I think we got a good representative sample there of everyone who had a question, especially Destiny questions. I love answering those. So yeah, we're going to go take an old man break and then we'll be right back.
Where is this wee shit coming from?
All right. I got to go to the bathroom and then we'll be right back. There we go. Better? Okay.
Much better.
Fine.
Hey, this is Mr. Monkey, not Killer Monkey, not Monocle Monkey, Mr. Monkey. Get your bounties done. You're listening to Guardian Downcast.
All right, before we go, we have a little bit of business to take care of here. We had our question of the month for April last week, and that was, what was your go-to subclass of choice? And why do you always go back to it as your favorite? We did pick the winners last week. Sangren, our brother from Canada, got a $25 Amazon gift card, and Nitro TJ was our merch winner. But we had so many good entries, we want to make sure we played them tonight. So we're just going to go through them real quick here, the remaining ones that we did not play, and go from there. And speaking of our guest last week, we have Trash Panda to start it off.
What's going on, guys? It's the Sheriff. Answer of the month. My go-to move is Avoid Hunter. Well, my move is always a hunter, as I'm an exclusive. And Void is life. I had to agree with Gatr and his Void Lock love. Well, I'm a Void Hunter. The love there, it rolls deep. And then, they had to make it even better by giving us the Gerfalcon's Hallberg during Season of Plunder. That might be the only damn good thing to come out of that season, to be honest. But Yeah, give me my Gerfalcons, give me my repulsor brace weapon, and we're going to make magic happen and stay invisible as much as possible. So, that's it. I'm excited to hear what everybody else plays for their class and subclass. Love the show. Love you guys. Later.
Thanks, Trash Panda.
Oh, no, I was going to say, Trash Panda is correct. That it seems like that was the only good thing to come out of that besides
yeah, the chuckle
the
there.
T memes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, keep rolling here. Dimwee.
Hi, this is Dimwee for Answer of the Month. It is this time not 2 a.m., so I can actually talk a bit normally. And what subclass do I always go back to, which I prefer in PvE? It's most likely going to be Arc Hunter. Arc Hunter has always been one of my favorite subclasses, because it just, I don't know, something about the getting close with melee and not being a ape titan just always was charming to me. I mean, Arc before 3.0 was pretty solid. I used to use, I think it was top 3 with combination blow. And after 3.0, it just mixed all of them together and literally created a PvE machine. It does basically everything I need for it. You can throw a grenade and just kill everything in like a 5-meter radius. The Archmeal combination flow just stacks and does insane damage and heals you all the time. And Orb Spam is incredible with it. Most likely going to be even better with the new mod, which lets you collect all the orbs when you use a class ability. And Gathering Storm is one of the best supers in the game for damage. It is very good.
Okay.
And what I usually like for PvP is most likely going to be Arc as well. I used to play Arc since Forsaken and then dropped it a bit at Haunted because Restoration was just that good. Just dropped it for Solar. But I went back to to Arc, and it is just, my god, it is so good. The slide melee is just enjoyable, just predicting that the enemy is just going to push there and just slap them with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I enjoy listening to your show, guys. It is very good listening to it in the morning at work. And yeah, thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Dimwee.
Thank you.
Let's give me some ideas for next season.
Yeah, I've got 2 Arc Hunter builds. One of them is Assassin's Cowl build, and the other is the Shinobu's Vow. And they are both just nasty.
Ooh, I can't wait to try that. Okay. I'm going to keep moving along here. This is from Moose.
Howdy, all. Your favorite cold weather cowboy, Moose here, back for another question of the month answer. So, for PvE, I am usually a Void Titan, as I just have the versatility in both Overshields and Add Clear, because I run it in Controlled Demolition. Always. Fuck Bastion. I'd rather have the 4 slots and the explosions, because explosions are fun. And then, for PvP, when I do rarely play it, I'm running Stasis Titan, funnily enough. I've been using Cryoclasm plus Dune Marchers for Super Slide. Also paired with the Cryosthesia 77,000, because I can freeze people and then shadow them with the slide, and it's pretty funny. I also get Diamond Lances for more freeze and slides. So yeah, pretty funny. I enjoy it. I recommend any other Titans give it a try. Check out Manstrel for that stuff. But yeah. Deuces.
That sounds nasty, man.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't say mooses at the end instead of deuces.
Right.
But I have a build on my Titan that I'm waiting for next season. It's a stasis build using Hoarfrost and just like, I mean, a bunch of stuff where I'm just like, looking to like destroy all of the ice that I put up. So
nice. I like the Cryosthesia. That's a good gun. And skilled hands, it can really just slay. Right. Speaking of Hammer Crasher, he has one here.
Hammer Crasher 32 here with my answer for the question of the month. I always return back to Void Titan. I love the the shoulder charge with the controlled demolition in PvE with being able to hit a group of enemies and just kind of make them all blow up or be primed to blow up. It just it's my thing. It's kind of like when a like really good bowler hits the pins and make them blow up all over the end of the lane there. It's just very, very satisfying. And then PvE, it's great. Peregrine Greaves, you can kind of do a little more directional stuff with your shoulder charge, and that's what I'm all about. Even though it puts me in bad spots all the time, it's worth it to me. And the overshields. Overshields are fantastic. I need all the help I can get. So, yeah. Void Titan, although Arc Titan PvE is pretty awesome too, but it's always back to Void for fun. And really the other classes are more for utility. But if I could, I'd run everything on Void. Void's fun. I love it. Anywho, that's my answer. Have a good one.
Thanks, Hammer Crusher.
Nice.
That's the second time I've heard that build.
Yeah. I don't know. I never really run Void.
Controlled demolition. I guess that's what I heard twice.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. We have Rafi.
Hey, yo, what up? It's Raph. For the question of the month, I would like to put in there the Solar Hunter with the trip mine and the proximity knife. You know what I'm talking about. The little spiky boys on your arm. Yeah, use that with it. I just love using it for PvP. It's been great since I've started using it. I tried to use Void for a little bit, but going invisible didn't help me all too much. For PvE, I'm either running Arc Hunter with Gathering Storm using Trinity Ghoul, and I'm using the Arc Siphon mods where I'm just dropping orbs like it's nothing with Star Eater scales. But if I'm not using that, which 99% of the time I'm not, I'm going to be running the Strand Hunter because being Spider-Man is great. And making everything just stick up into the air is pretty dope too. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Later.
Yeah, I'm getting ideas for that hunter. I have Star Eater scales. I've been playing with that one already.
Enjoy.
Okay. Scumdeth, Bastardo.
Hello, and welcome to your favourite uncle. I know I'm your favourite uncle because I hear it every week in the speedbook questions. And no one said no yet, so I really do appreciate that. But I'm going to answer the question of the month now. My favourite subclass is, if I know what a subclass is properly, obviously a Titan, and it's Sunbreaker, the Hammer of Sol. You cannot beat throwing hammers at anything. There is no other thing. What's this? Behemoth, Darkness subclass, Glacial Quake. Oh yeah, all the ice shit. Boring. Void. Very boring. I don't even know. Oh no, is it? Yeah. I don't even. When you get the shield, I can't even remember how to bloody throw it. You get your arc. Yeah, we'll go into that. Yeah, Berserker Darkness subclass with the nah, we're not that. No, Sunbreaker, light subclass, Hammer of Sol, Forge the Fury of Undying Suns. That sounds like a Warcraft album. Let's have it. That's my answer. Love ya.
So what I'm hearing is Uncle Scumdeth is a hammer and everything else is a nail.
Yep. Well, that's actually an achievement.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, everything's a nail.
Nice. I like it. Well, we have two more of the UK brethren with us here. Let's see. We got Hades. Let's go with him.
Yo, what up? Hades here. Question of the month. I actually did it this time. Be proud of me. What was the question? Subclass. PvP, I am Gator's favorite on the planet, obviously. I tend to go Void, play Hunter, lots of Invis, lots of Le Monarchs, much Invis. Meh, who wants to be seen? It's more fun that way.
Cheat codes.
Other than that, Solar, lots of knives, lots of tripman grenades. Make Shax proud? Yeah. PvE, again, Solar quite often, just because knives to the face, it's great fun. I like throwing knives at things, deal with it. Have recently been playing Arc a lot more, because Trinity works really well with it. It makes so many orbs, and Arc and Assassin's Cowl punch and more invis. God, Gator, you must hate me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give it a go. Try it. Gator, go play Invis Hunter. Can't knock it till you tried it. Bye!
That's the second time I've heard Trinity Ghoul with an Arc Hunter subclass as well.
Yep.
And Titan subclass. Nice.
It's good stuff.
Okay. All right. I might be turning the page here. Finally, my buddy from the UK, Mr. Monkey.
Hey guys, Mr. Monkey here, recording my question of the month answer for April. Shit, we're a third of the way through the year already. What's my favourite subclass for PvE and PvP? For PvE this season, definitely it's changed over to Strand. I think Strand can handle champions, difficult combatants so well without having to depend on certain weapon choices or loadouts, so it allows you to experiment a lot more with different weapons, knowing for well that you've got all the champion bases covered with Strand. So using Strand Lock a lot. Don't think the other subclasses can seem to compete quite so well in endgame or difficult PvE at the minute anyway. And for PvP, the little I play and badly, I'm afraid I'm going to have to agree with Gatr on this one. Sorry, Hazel. And it's Void Lock all the way. Thanks, guys. Love you both. Love the show. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
That's why I like that guy. Well, one of the many reasons. That cost you?
Well, you guys are similar age, so.
Oh God, yeah, you're starting shit now. Hey everyone, that's great. That was great. Thank you for throwing those questions in. We wanted to make sure they were such good answers. We didn't want to exclude them. We were running out of time last week with Trash Panda, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Want to make sure we play.
Thank you all.
All right. Well, that brings us to our question of the month for May. And what we've decided, Hazel and I both talked about this, is next week we're going to announce our question of the month for June. I think we're going to take May off because we got a new season next week. It's almost the end of May already. Somehow we got out of sync. I think it was my fault because I closed the question of the month channel down for a whole week. Didn't even realize I still had it closed. So yeah. We're just going to go right to June since it's just around the corner. Next week, we will have our question of the month question for June. And that way it will give you a little extra time to start thinking about it. And, we'll let you know next week. So tune in. All right, Hazel. I know we had a few patrons, I wanted to give a shout out to tonight. I want to give a shout out to, we have 2 new patrons this week. The first one is a tip jar patron, Jelano23. And we have another Raid Boss patron. That would be TL Tim. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you very much for giving back to our community. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you both.
Just want to give a shout out to our Dungeon Champion patrons. That would be Scoot, Oh Hey Redneck, Technical, Toll the Bell, Waffle, Raffy, Mullet, Trash Panda, Nitro TJ, Darth Noodle, and recently upgraded his membership. That would be Mr. Nico, a.k.a. Jersey. Thank you, gentlemen.
Aww.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And, of course, our OG Raid Boss patrons, that would be Jealous and Frostbite. They've been with us from the beginning. The White Gnome, Shadow Flu, and like I said, now TLT Tim. Thank you, gentlemen. We appreciate it. Just a quick thank you to all our patrons out there. You know who you are. Giving back to our show and community has really been great. And Hazel and I, again, thank you for that. Because of our patrons, you can enjoy our podcast commercial free. Did you get that Raid Shadow Legends email the other day, Hazel?
No, I had the Manscaped one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
Put this on your junk and let us know what you think.
Yeah, never mind. I didn't know if you got that or not. No, but because of you guys, we don't have to look for sponsors. You guys are our sponsors. You guys fund our hobby, our gift, merch, giveaways, also our premium tools that we use to create this podcast for you. So thank you for that. And if you're enjoying, what you're hearing tonight and you want to give back to our community, check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. Link and everything will be in our show description down below. And again, thank you, gentlemen and ladies. All right, Hazel, anything else you had to mention for announcements before we head out?
I'm going to be setting up a scrim. I kind of threw it out there in the Discord just to see if anybody was going to be a taker for it, or, put the kibosh on it. And I haven't seen too much with it, so I'm going to go ahead and run with it. And I'm going to set it up for Wednesday after it all settles out and everything like that.
Okay.
So yeah, the first Wednesday of the new season. So we're going to figure out PvP together, I believe.
Wow. Okay. There'll be a lot of changes in the sandbox. That's for sure. Yeah. I can't wait to see. I know you got your pulse rifle you mentioned, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. But still though,
Yeah. You're going to be playing against me, a hunter. How are you going to deal with that?
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a learning experience. That's for sure. I played it a little bit, but it's not my main. So I got a lot of learning to do. All right. Well, thanks, Hazel. All right. Well, that's a wrap, Hazel. Another episode in our collection. For our listeners out there, we have 199 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those, especially if you're just finding out about us. And the only way we grow, everyone, is you telling a friend about our little podcast. So we do appreciate it. And thank you in advance for sending people our way. Well, Hazel, this is it, man. 200 is done and in the can. So where can people find you, man?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere, except for Twitch, where I am the Hazel NT.
Someone asked us when we stream, what our stream schedule was. Did you have an answer for him on that?
I was afraid of that. Typically, I'm streaming on maybe Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I believe.
Okay. Cool. I know he mentioned that, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
Okay. You can contact me on that Twitter. It's at Todd the Gatr, 2 Ds and GATR. You can find me on Steam, PS5, and I have a YouTube channel, Todd the Gatr, where I create videos to help new players figure out all those little things in the game we love. Gameplays, I've had more opinion pieces in there lately, just kind of trying a little bit of everything out. But I'm doing a lot more live streaming. In fact, you asked me about my schedule. I'm trying to stream on Saturdays. It's either going to be afternoon or evenings, and on Monday nights, late night streaming. I usually do that as well, depending on what we decide to get into. So yeah, so keep like last night I did a late night stream. I decided to do a raid at like 11:30 at night, and I had a lot of people jump in and say hi. So thank you for that. So just keep an eye out in that live notifications channel. Hazel and I both will pop up in there when we decide to light up the live stream. I have a podcast called The Destiny Help Desk that does the same thing as my YouTube channel, but it's in an audio format. I had an episode this week on the exotic weapons. And just so you know, Monday when this comes out, I'll have another one ready to go. Just for, let's just say the solo players out there. Also keep in mind that this show that you're listening to right now will also post to my YouTube channel as well. You can either click on the podcast tab of the channel or look for the playlist. They're all right in there. Finally, as some of you know, I post actually little small clips of our podcast that you're listening to tonight in my YouTube Shorts channel. So check that out. A lot of people have. It's been really cool. All right. Before we go, Hazel, we have a Scumdeth corner. So I will ask those words again. Uncle Scumdeth, what is going on in the UK today, brother?
Hello. Welcome to Scumdeth's Corner. Me and the missus today, it was a nice day, so we decided to go down to Cornwall and we went to a beach called Loo Beach. Really lovely place. Nice. So we we walked along the beach, and then we seen some rocks and that. So it's like, oh, let's go and have a look in the rock pool, see if we can see any little creatures and stuff. And as we walk into the rocks, there was a bunch of scallies, like a family. There was a bloke wandering around shouting at his missus. He had a beer can in his hand, and they had this little, like a child's tent, and they were having a disposable barbecue and stuff like that. And they were like just making a load of noise and that. They were quite annoying. So we jumped on the rocks and that, and we're having a little looking at shrimps and little fishes and crabs and all that in the old in the rock pools and that. And then it sort of went quiet. We couldn't hear them anymore. So obviously they fucked off. And then once we started walking back, and then when we walked past where they were, these little motherfuckers had left a disposable barbecue, still steaming, still hot, just on the beach, and all their bottles of beer, bottles of Lambrini, their cheap wine, all the packaging for their barbecue, all the sausages and burgers, whatever they had, just left it all on the beach. Tell you what, fuck you, you motherfuckers. How dare you? I'm not being northernist, but they were northern. Sorry, Mr. Monkey, I know you're north of me, but I'm not being northernist. But how fucking dare you come down to where we live, piss everybody off on the beach, and then leave all your shit on the fucking beach. Where we live, it's like leave only footprints and take memories. You know, you come down, you obviously came to the beach with a fucking bag with all your shit in, and then you just left it all on the fucking beach for some other motherfucker to pick up. I'll tell you what, I hate you, and I hope something really bad happened to you on the way back up north. So I'll tell you what, screw you. Absolutely disgusting. How dare you leave all your fucking crap all over our beaches. Fuck you. I'm sorry, but I am absolutely fuming. There's no need. Absolutely no need for that. And my missus said, I've never seen you this mad. I'm glad I didn't see that fucker. I would have smacked that fucker right in the face. Anyway, I don't know if I should send this or not, but it's up to you, Gate, whoever you put this out. Love you. Bye.
That's a perfect way to end 200 weeks of podcasting, right?
Yeah, exactly. Recycle. There you go.
There you go. Message of the day.
Don't get slapped by Uncle Scumdeth. Recycle.
I'm telling you, don't get him mad. Yeah. I mean, that's what he does. He works in the parks areas and stuff, and that's what he does is pick up after people. He probably gets tired of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Remember, as you're playing Season of the Deep, remember to take breaks, get outside and touch grass. Hades, it's time. Hey, everyone, remember, we only get one playthrough in this world, so make it count. And more importantly, be good to your fellow guardians in the Destinyverse.
The weight of the world was on your shoulders, and still you triumphed. Marvelous.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Bitch, what are you doing? That's my trick. Can't do that. I guess you just did. Hazel, what do you got for us this week?
All right, so this week from the Bungie news desk, we've got a lot of nudes.
Whoa. Nudes. What are you talking about, Hazel?
Oh, shit, I'm not at my desk. I'm at Easy's desk. I'll be right there.
Right. Amateur bullshit. haven't had to use that in a while.
Oryx's big ass going like, all
right. I'm back, bitches.
I've got a sword for you.
Hazel, you're a genius. Wait, did I just say that?
I didn't have to pay you for that one.
Oh my God. You would have to add a lore channel. Now I'm going to deep dive in all this stuff. I'm going to get sucked in this channel alone.
Don't even start looking at the lore, man, because
amateur bullshit. I'll say, Gwynnifer. She's A-list.
Who?
Gwynnifer.
Who the fuck is Gwynnifer?
Dude. Yennefer. Now I feel
You
like
mean Yennefer?
Yennefer. Well, it's a play on Gwen.
We lost Nate.
I think we did. I think he fell out of his chair. Signature
questions. There we go.
Hey, those Jaguars are looking good, by the way. I know he's a Jags fan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. How about that Tom Brady guy?
Moving on. I'm going to really bite my tongue and wait for Hazel to say, what do you guys think?
Wow, I'm not going to know what that's like.
I know. I'm going to actually let you talk this time. It's going to be something totally different.
I think I'm going to have to start prepping, unfortunately.
I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you right now.
That's one of us.
I think you're the guy that Sony hires to pitch their movies to, like Morbius, and go like, "Hey, do you like this?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's great." And they release it to everybody, and everybody else is like,
I don't know.
How did this get greenlit?
I was just throwing crap on the wall and see what stuck. Those are just some ideas I came up with.
Yeah. All you did was get your wall all shitty. I'd give it to The Rock. I'd be curious to see what the hell he'd come up with.
You smell what The Rock's cooking? I guess not. Okay. That's going to be an outtake. I swear to God, that'll be an outtake.
He would definitely do something with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, pretty much. No, my Bright Dust is, special to me.
It's
I'm going to use that to buy emotes.
Don't touch his Bright
that.
Dust. Got it.
All right. Just chew on your Werthers, okay?
Right, fine. Let me get another one.
1 second. Werthers.
Whatever.
I love it. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What? Did I say something?
No, we're fine.
You're not wrong. I mean, I think that...
Wait, can you get closer to the mic when you said that? I didn't hear you. And I've got some speak pipe as well. And I have some speak pipes as well.
Speak pipe, huh?
Speak pipe? Yeah, man, you got to get some of that speak pipe.
Speak pipe?
Pass the speak pipe on the... Never mind. That'll be an outtake.